Welcome to yet another final of the Champions League, and in this case, the final is Tour. I am the biggest of all dogs. With me right now is EMEA the 90th, and we are about to delve into the specifics of today's final Tour. These are the champions. This is the Champions League. And as we begin, we look at today's participants. From PCM UK, Joe Whiteley, Swaxton, and Frabo. Then we have, I'm gonna guess Leo Falandri is not here, so Basso, um, Daniel Miko, and El Colombiano. So a very interesting lineup here. Joe Whiteley, Swaxton, Basso, uh, even Frabo, guys that have already some credentials, specifically the two Brits, former world champions, and current Nicholas Joe, I think, of something. I think Joe is in line. And then we have a specific look on Basso because he's still looking for that major win in a big tournament, that gold. So, oh yes, Emma is reminding me that Frabo is the defending tour champion, and for once we actually have the defending champion here. We also had it last night, but it was Miko taking the best out of Joe Whiteley on some very fun classics for some part, then a bit of an anticlimactic finish, but still exciting to see. A lot to debate about that, but we already did that yesterday. Ilganissimo Frabo last year finally won his first gold at a big tournament. He's a former World Championship finalist multiple times, did three finals in a year even, and did not get a gold medal. But last year in the Champions League, he got his gold in Tour, and he is here to defend his title. So, as we look into this, as we all know, Joe Whiteley is the leader of the world ranking, 92 road victories this year. He is the defending inline champion, I believe. And let me actually quickly look. World Cup, World Cup. There we go. He was, as I said, the defending champion on classics for the Champions League, as well as inline. He will also defend that title. He was silver in tour last year. Hopefully, here for him, trying to do better than that. Uh, we shall see how that goes for him. Okay, I will do that communication in a bit. So, uh, we also have Paso, sixth place of the ranking. Quick look at him. Go. Boston, who has competed far less this season than in previous years, but he is actually there we go. He's here with 3,265 points, occupying the sixth place. And this year he only has 36 road victories. Still a pretty impressive number, especially given that while he still played regular season, it was not as much as he once did. Uh, he won his inline group in the semifinals of inline in this year's Champions League. He was national champion, sorry, in Eastern Europe for TTT, Road, ITT, inline, and classics. He has a few other victories. Um, then we have veterans like Frabo and Swaxon as well. Daniel Miko coming off from that major win for him yesterday. Uh, we're eager to see, with the knowledge of the parcours he has and all of that, what he can do today. And El Colombiano, he's the outsider, current defending champion of the Scalatore from PCM Italia. Shocking win this year for him. So it could be interesting to see how he does here as well. We will go to the parcours slide, but before that, I do have an important communication. There it is, the slide. I will be discussing those stages in a little bit. But for now, an important communication before this final from the PCM IMA president. Paris, France. In response to the unforeseen outcome of yesterday evening's Champions League Classics, finals broadcasted on the PCM IMA Twitch stream, the president of Pro Cycling Manager IMA extends a sincere apology to all viewers. We understand the disappointment caused by the victory of the French player Daniel Mico in the finals. While every effort is made to ensure fair competition and an exciting viewing experience, unexpected results can occur in the world of esports. As stewards and champions of fair play and sportsmanship, we are committed to upholding the integrity of our competitions and will review our processes to prevent such incidents and Mickey Mousery in the future. We appreciate the passion and the dedication of our viewers, and we apologize for any frustrations caused. Pro Cycling Manager IMA remains dedicated to delivering high quality esports content and fostering a positive community environment. So, uh, we are still reeling in from that traumatic event of last night, or those traumatic events of last night that led to Daniel Mico becoming a medalist in the Champions League. Shocking. Um, he was already won in the World Championships in ITT with the Captain Line Strats, but this is actually in a road race, a proper road race. It was. If you feel traumatized by it, we deeply apologize indeed, we the IMA, and we look forward to doing better, right? So we move on. So in addition to these four stages you are seeing, and I'll talk about them in a little bit, we have also a 7.5 kilometer prologue, Le Charles Bruzon. Uh, there's a little bit of small bump, small ascension towards it in the end. It's short. It doesn't give stage points, but there are gaps, and I think there are also KOM. No KOM. Okay. So wait, EMEA, Prasolana first, then Orvieto, then Araba, then Chieti, is this correct? You blame Benyon for this, we all do. So, Bormio Prasolana is a what looks like an exciting mountain stage. Left to right, okay. Okay. So we have Bormio Prasolana looking like a mighty interesting mountain stage. Uh, this right here, we're from the start, unless obviously the the tour has a passive start. Is it not Chieti Colmonaro? I don't understand. Then, so, yes, I know, I know. So after Bormio Prezzolana, that might, as I was going to say, establish the first and important gaps that will dictate the rest of this tour. We go to Orvieto Asciano, and there's inclination, very hilly, very bumpy. I don't know if these are cobbles or sterrato because I couldn't be arsed to check the parcours, to be honest. Um, and then we go into very familiar territory. We are going to climb Passo Ferraya, and there, ladies and gentlemen, right there might be the decisive stage of this tour because there's even more climbing than in the Presolana. And right here, depending on how the GC goes, there might actually be several attacks, several attempts, any mistake made by the competitors or by specific competitors will truly be letting them under fire, and others will try to take advantage of that. And in here, we also need to see who's going to get that perfect balance, difficult with the game mechanics, of being brave enough to try, but also not killing themselves for the final summit finish. And then we go to Chietico Munaro, and again, a different stage than what we're probably used to. Um, there's some flat start that will likely either be boring or have too much pace, as we've seen this year, because If all try at the same time and no one actually establishes a break, this could influence the outcome on the following part where all the climbing is done. Now, as you can see, it's a very irregularly shaped stage, lots of up and downs at some point. Then, after all these 4 or 5 pointy climbings, there will be a little bit of downhill. It won't allow much recovery, and then up and down we go again until the final climb short. But probably after all the carnage that might happen here, it could be enough to see uh, someone try a winning move for the GC, depending on how things go. So these are our stages for the day, plus the prologue that I mentioned, and these will compose the tour final. For me personally, I see that the parkour has provided a consistent route here in the Champions League with a lot of climbing. Personally, for me, I do enjoy that. Obviously, it has to be made. I think one or two changes could have been done. Some of the stages aren't exactly what we could expect, but they could be interesting. We can only truly evaluate after we see how they go. Like I said myself, I do favor this kind of gameplay at the mountains stages because they are more likely to produce an exciting racing. But we also have to consider the game mechanics and evaluate them for what they are. This will be a good opportunity to again evaluate how the game behaves with the DB and with these specific stages. All good information for us all to have when going to compete later in the World Championships. But let us wait that this final is exciting and that we have a great race. So I'm going to quickly check how the lobby is, and we do have, I see mostly everyone is there, I think. Well, not everyone. Let's see, we have Nico, Joe, Swagson, Basso, El Colombiano. There is only one person missing. So let me just quickly fix my windows while we wait. This one goes here and this one goes here. So only Fravo is late. Shocker. Let's hope that he can find his way into the lobby soon. And I think he has as we speak. I'm still fixing my view here to avoid any inconsistencies. So, uh, there we go. Faber is already in the lobby. Let's hope that he gets to select the team quickly. There he goes. And if you just joined us, we are in the Champions League, yet another day tour final. Uh, we will soon have the opportunity to bring the anthem to all of you. And I am oh, yes, it is. No, it isn't. You're the host. What are you even talking about? You're the host, bro. You could even have no writers and you'll be just fine. Uh, Emma, let's get the anthem ready. I'm about to call it. I actually haven't launched. Yes. Oh, right. Uh, everyone is in the lobby. It will be interesting to see roster selections. Al Colombiano asking to go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you just joined us Champions League Day, Tour Final, these are the champions. This is the Champions League. And we are back. Champions League will be underway very soon. We are hoping, and there it is. The lobby has been launched. 10 seconds remaining. Let us see how this starts. It will be a quick prologue. We want to see what kind of gaps it can make. It will be interesting to see some of the roster selections. There are any differences or not. EMEA taking Joe Whiteley 0, 7, 11, 13, I think 14, 15, 16, and 19. All very good info. So, here we are. Champions League Tour Final is underway. And Tibor is the first to go for Basel. Alright. 7.5 kilometers. Zana is here, 75 mountain for Fravo. 78, the puncher is here for Saxon. Shaz is here for Daniel Miko, 75 mountain rider as well. 75 mountain of Joe Whiteley checking presence too. He got back to around 75 mountain rider for El Colombiano 2. Joe clearly taking it easy with his rider. Knows he doesn't need to focus for him on GC. Because it's merely a helper. We have Walls here that is the 78 sprinter for Slags. Adrien Petit, which is the Cobbles guy. Chat, let us know of your predictions. Who do you think is going to be the champion tonight? Let us know. And who's your favorite? Personal preference, that is, who would you like to see win and who do you think will win? And 78 is gonna cross the line. 120 down. No time trialists have finished yet, I think. Federico Bartolone is going to cross the finish line now. He's second at 1. And as we speak, I am joined by George Sofronio. Welcome. Maybe not welcome, I guess. Okie dokie. We'll get back to George if he ever speaks today. Now Petit is crossing the line and to 7. We are waiting for okay, Parrain Pantre is gonna cross the line now at second place, behind Tibor. Hodge and Walls closing. Tibor of Parrain Pantre and Maznada still in the first 3 spots. I believe those are all 79 mountain riders. Probably the favorites for the stage because I don't think anyone brought a time trialist, and it would be understandable that no one would bring him. Here we have the leaders. These guys are due on the sea. These will be important. Samuel Chuka from Basel is 3 kilometers away from the finish line. Giulio Ciccone is going at 13 seconds. Coconut is 13 seconds down as well. Thomas Rojo goes at 13 seconds. Let's see if Godu is free or not. 11 seconds, currently better than the Brits. Egan Bernal is next to cross the intermediate and goes at 12 at 25 seconds. Tucanal for Russell is going to finish. Let's see. 16 seconds. Chicona for Bravo, as Chris would say, Chicona. 21 seconds. Coconut goes at 22 seconds, all very close so far. Thomas 16 seconds. Joe Godu is he free? 18 seconds, not bad. And Okamiyama is going to finish the time trial at 18 seconds with his leader. So nothing decisive, but these small gaps might prove decisive later on. There are no green points, there are no KOM points, only gaps will count in this stage. No stage victory points either, nothing. So, as we can see, I think Frabo was the best place to know that was not I think Basel might have been the best place to 83 Mountain Rider, but nothing too decisive. No. As we launch for Bosnia Prezolana stage 2, we shall see what the tactics will be here. I'll need to see the steepness of the actual race profile when we enter to have a better idea of what we're up to here. Yeah, that's good. Actually, the start might be the better place for you after you show me the steepness, because there will be a lot of downhill and probably not anything that interesting to follow them other than noobs trying to downhill attack. And if even they find any of those 5 sections there to make the right move, it probably will be the best place to check the rosters. So yes, and the start is perfectly fine. We will bring you the roster differences as soon as we get all the info from our inside man in the lobby and external host EMEA the 90th, successor of EMEA the 89th, and then later on successor of EMEA the 91st. And the world is waiting to see who EMEA the 92nd will be. For now, one candidate and a strong one, Joe Politely. Actually, yes, you're right. Uh, we are waiting to see who EMEA the 93rd is, because EMEA the 90th, successor to EMEA the 89th and the 91st, is also EMEA the 92nd. Well, usually yes, but we do have a recent example of an emeritus pope, and if another one with his name appeared at that time, he would have been the 17th. I mean, technically, you are the 90th only. You succeeded to the 89th, and then when the 91st decided to get out of Dodge, the 90th returned to power, so the 92nd will be the successor.
And into the second stage of the race we go. A short stage on distance, but by no means a short stage on time. An undulating terrain with 3 difficult mountains will see the climbers thrive into the stage victory and the GC lead. However, with all the riders at the same freshness, it's going to be a bloodfest down there. Over to you, Sean.
Thank you, George, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. So, we have what? I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask. I hope that makes you feel. That was good. That was good.
I'm exhausted.
All right. So am I, and yet here we are. Okay.
What
Stage
did I
is
miss?
what? Sorry.
What did I miss?
Boring prologue. Not too many. Not any big gap at all, as
That's
expected in a
really a
prologue.
punchy attack.
And the shock. I'm truly shocked to see Frabo was the first trying something. At least the first I noticed.
Oh, the riders really have no luck with today's weather.
And as we wait for Emir to conclude his roster checking, George, what to expect from this stage? In a serious film now, do you think this might actually be a bloodbath?
So the PCM Italia World Tour Grand Tour racer in me sees a stage for the puncher, if I'm honest. But yeah, it seems like the middle mountain is the decisive one. Because if someone can get a domestic over there, it should be pretty good to continue all the way. Because although that downhill doesn't look as recoverful as it can be, and there is some uphill, there you could see that domestic being really, really vital. And
A rider is taking his chance alone.
from that profile read, I think that whoever is on the top of that last mountain should be enough to go all the way to the finish. There should be like a K or two of a ramp at the end, but surely you can recover enough red and yellow to finish it off.
Alright, and we have an update on roster selections. We have no
Here
tactic.
we are in climber
Everyone has the
country.
same
We're
roster,
off on
which
the
is
first slope of the day.
83,
This
79, and
climb is
75
feared by
mountain
many
riders, the
riders.
puncher,
The
the 78
percentages are
sprinter,
very
and
high.
the hobble guy. Not shocking, I would assume, George, when we look at the parkour.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually looked at the parkour. I don't know what the next stages are.
It's a
I'm
bunch of
sure that
climbing.
everyone here is trying to go for the GC and not
Yeah,
stage and everyone.
I would assume that as well, although the points that come from that will also be very handy and maybe even decisive, so Exxon now joining the break.
Does Waxon now have his full team in the break?
Miko already has his full team there as well.
So does Frabo.
Yep. Looking more like a split at this point because some people decided to join it on the party.
Frabo is trying to get a gap steal
There are
again.
several
Yeah,
riders who can't
it's
keep up with the
Joe,
pace.
it's Basso El Colombiano behind.
Joy is off on his own, trying to bridge by himself, leaving behind El Colombiano and Basso.
Basso going with the 79 Mountain Rider, wearing the yellow jersey.
And in the front, it seems like Frabo and Wax want to form a break from the break.
Yep, they still have a decent gap to the yellow jersey group, but not a big one at the same time, so let's see what happens here.
It's interesting to see the intents of the players about how many domestics they want to bring over this mountain, over Monterolo.
It definitely can prove a very insightful info to what will come next. If it was you playing, how many would you like to keep after the Mortirolo?
I would say 3 or 4 should be sufficient. Total,
Yeah.
not domestics.
Yeah, I think definitely,
This
at
climb
the very
features some
least, you
dreadful
would
percentages.
love to have 4 guys. Not at the very least, it would be a very good number. Depending, obviously, if the pace continues to be high or not. You know, 1 will definitely not last, especially if you're in the break. If you lose 2, definitely not the end of the world at all. I think 4 could be a very solid number, yes. But like I said, it also depends of the actual pace we have, and let's see if there's going to be a big fight for the KOM points. Miko already at the
Interesting to see
front.
that Chicone is alone in the front, expending lots of energy there with no
I
backup team.
think, I know we can't enter Miko's mind, but it's looking like he's going to do the KOM all or nothing play, because he's definitely accelerating. And Joe trying to keep those 4 riders we mentioned, what would be an ideal number in best case scenario, obviously. While
Chicone is accelerating, trying to go for the QM, clearly, but Gado and Parapandre are not hanging around. They try and go around him, but let's see. Swaxon doesn't seem too interested in the QM points.
wisely so, helpers at this point are a commodity.
And Frabo accelerates,
It's
and
gonna be for
Frabo
Frabo.
points uncontestedly.
Ooh, Miko had
KOM,
no
bro.
red
And the
there.
breakaway.
Coconut had no red there as well. Pantanal, Bernal. Let's see Joe. Who does he have? Thomas, he actually keeps the helper, was an important part. So as the pace was higher, obviously very little people even
Watch out,
kept
the
one
team leader is
helper.
falling
Now they
behind.
have a chance to connect in the downhill.
Basso will
Uh,
have three helpers there, while
yeah,
Singh
but
They're over
looks
the top and
alive.
Basso
heading down
played
the other side at a fair lick.
the
He'll be
correct
able to
number,
get
but
some
let's see.
strength back.
Is he on Joe's group? I missed him. No? Yes. Yeah, Basso played
Basso
not
has
a
one more
bad.
helper here.
He
Joe
has one
has
more,
two,
so
so Joe should wait, but he
yeah.
attacks instead, which is the best thing to do.
Yeah, that was definitely the best call. He needs to get them there as soon as possible, and people waiting for him to close it by himself, he might as well just spend that energy attack.
El Colombiano is in a tricky situation now because he's almost to the break of Miko, but he has a domestic behind. So does he wait and bridge with his domestic, or does he spend energy on his leader and bridge?
Now, that actually ties into the question I was gonna put forward now. If you're Fravo, you're at the front alone, one rider only. It's definitely not the best of the scenarios. You have to spend a lot to make the break work, and all your helpers are behind. Do you think he has a chance, or should he also stop and wait for the group behind?
Yeah, I think
E2.
the main thing for him is to go for the intermediate sprint and then wait for the Miko group, hold on there, and hopefully he can have some teammate help at some point.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't see how far Alcomiano's helper was. Bernal's guy.
I think he got caught by the Joe group in Basel.
No, he's here,
Oh,
Chavez.
no, he is. Oh, there are
I
some
don't
big gaps here, if I'm
I
honest.
don't think he should wait at all at this point. Waiting would be more harmful than good, but he should really try and accelerate Chavez to get there as soon as
Joe
possible because
almost has his riders back there, so he have four teammates, four riders
privileged
per. And I
privileged
expect
position
that
for Joe.
Basil and Joe will work well together.
Yeah, that's a privileged position for Joe. This is, and we know it. We saw, sorry,
A
how he played it.
symbolic
He played
kilometer as
exactly
we
to
go
keep
through
the
the
ideal
halfway
best case
stage of the race.
scenario number, the four guys that we talked about, and he has them, and now he's
Ooh.
going to attack.
Pitcock goes onto the attack.
Basil has been caught sleepy here. He went to the back to not expend any more energy, and now
Yeah.
instead he will spend more than he needed to.
Oh, sneaky Joe, I like it. Gives some excitement to the race.
Bravo really doesn't seem interested in using his domestics here.
I don't know what he's doing, and Emir was asking that in the stream, in the Twitch chat. What the fuck is Frabo doing? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's the usual Frabo play, so it doesn't shock me, but it's like suicide.
I'm not sure what Joe means in the chat.
Oh,
Ooh,
Grossi?
non-button vote.
No, it says PCM IMA. You're the one streaming, bro. What the fuck? What do you mean, Grossi? Oh, probably Grossi then.
Now it's Mika that is in the chase in the front.
Welcome, Grossi.
There's a rider trying to break away from the bunch.
So, Lohinsky, I missed it because I was looking at the actual chat. What's going on? Oh, Joe about to bridge.
Yeah, Elko got his domestic back. Chavez.
Vulnerable position now for those behind, and those I think it's just Basso at this point with no leader at the front, right?
Yeah, and also it's only Frabo that doesn't have a domestic, but his two riders are surely coming back with Amonsis.
Yeah, that's Frabo. I really don't know what he was thinking. He's isolated at the front with zero helpers. His helpers have now reached the Basso group. That's his hope, but that was a very expensive move for his energy for what's left of the stage.
And also at this point, this point of the climb, even if his domestics come back, they won't be of much use with the amount left of energy.
Exactly. Especially if people here in this group are smart and decide to increase the pace specifically to do damage to helpers.
And Swaxon is taking no prisoners here, forcing Frabo to close the gap for him.
That's a good move. It's a risky move, as we all know. Sometimes that can lead to us actually doing that and being dropped, but it's a good tactic, to be honest. Can't lie.
And
El
Alco goes for
Colombiano?
it with his two domestics. That's what Frabo should follow as well, but we
Yeah,
don't know
he's.
what Frabo think.
We know Frabo isn't exactly the best person to manage multiple groups at once, and that's coming back to haunt him.
That was a quick bridge by Alco. Good job to him.
It was, and if he saved something in the downhill, he might still have enough to help
And
Bernal
also
for a
like
bit.
a team relay as Chavez dies and
Falling
now Higuita
behind.
goes
A
into
team leader is
contention.
falling
Yeah,
behind.
at least he will still have Ikita for something. Let's see. Frabo already dropped again, the Frabo group.
Now, Fraba and Swaxon don't seem interested in getting those rider bugs. It's best to save this plane as well.
It is, but for Frabo, he could have tried a bit earlier and he probably would be with Basso about to close.
Mm-hmm. The question is
Miko,
now who will have the domestic at the end of this, because this has been a strong case throughout the mountain.
go to the front group, remember? Go to the front group. It's Egan Bernal from El Colombiano going solo because Zuban is done for the day. And Garen Thomas with you, Carty from Joe Whiteley, Swexton responding as well. Miko there, Frabo continues isolated there. Only one man. That's not an ideal case scenario, but luckily for him, the last climb is shorter.
People are dropping to one rider while Basso has
We've got just
four,
one
so it's
third of the
interesting
race
to
left to
see
run.
if this
Now's not the time
time
to give up
deficit that
watching.
he has will turn into profit with the amount of domestics he has.
That's always going to be dependent. It's a great question actually, but it's always going to be dependent on how the people at the front work or not together. I mean, recognizing that a strong competitor is behind, eliminating one already working together between them would be great, but I think people are still very focused too much on the.
And Basso is
Uh,
suddenly down to two riders,
oh,
so that doesn't look great for him. And also,
doesn't look so great now.
It's Joe that keeps pacing to bring Bernal back while Swags on Miko of domestics.
Well, I
So
think
it shows the dynamic of this race and this tour when it comes to who is the favorite.
I think it's more of a scenario where Joe, a guy that's played like some of us a lot of the regular season, knows that people always underestimate El Colombiano, and I understand those reasons, nothing against that. But if
And
you
Basso was
underestimate,
trying to kill him this time around, but Bernal takes it at the end of the mountain,
but
and
if
Thomas
you,
is dropped.
That's
KOM
the
bro.
enemy getting
oh,
oxygen into their lungs, but they must remember to
Basso
keep
is
their
very,
shape.
very far behind, noting, and he has no domestics, so all that time going slowly has not paid off at all.
what happened to Joe there? Too much too soon?
Seems like it, because he was dead at the top.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no matter who it is, if you underestimate that person, don't work and give him a bunch of free minutes. He's gonna win a lot if you keep doing it. And Joe has recognized this to be an issue for many people that let El Comiano and other less experienced players like him go, and often that will result in wins for them. So I think Joe is
Whoa, there's
trying
an
to
attack
stop
from
that.
inside their breakaway
So
group.
Swaxon is in the best position out of everyone now, having his puncher on the wheel of Basso's leader. So if any
That's
domestic is gonna come back, it's gonna be Swaxon's.
that's pretty good spot to be in.
Not the puncher, the 79
The
model.
79, yeah. Provisional KOM standings say that Nico is leading with Bedu
El
14
Colombiano
points.
attacks again. This time out is Swaxon chases him, Joe is back, takes Swaxon's wheel, and Frabo is dropped from this group. Joe bridges to El Colombiano, Miko tries to follow Swaxon on his wheel, and everything seems to be back together except
There's
Frabo,
an
who is
attack in the
nowhere to
leading
be
group.
seen.
Some riders were
Suffering
not giving
still
it their
from
all
his
and sharing
previous
the pace.
shenanigans of the stage. As I was saying, Miko 14 points, Frabo 14 points for KOM, Swaxon 14 points for KOM, again Benal for El Colombiano 11, Simon Carr for Swaxon 4, Parent for Miko 2, Garen Thomas for Joe 2, and Basso in the Mud, Samuel Tuka 1 point in 8
Swaxon
flights.
with a good counterattack there. Thomas immediately on his wheel. He's very wary of the attacks there.
Okay,
And they have a decent gap now.
this is a very good position to have a gap here. If they can uh, continue, and these are two players that understand the game, know they can take
The finish
advantage
line
here.
is
If
getting
they
close.
get the
The
gap
riders
going
have just passed the
for the
50
final
kilometers
climb,
road
that
sign.
might be all they need.
Hmm.
But
And also,
uh,
Swaxman could play it safe and not pace in hope that he has a domestic back. But
Emma,
that's not a bad
please,
idea because that means that Basil will be back, so does Bravo.
please stay in this group. I don't care who's in A200.
Alright. Now Joe takes the back of the group to maximize his recovery. And Swaxman goes for it again. He does get a gap, and Miko does not want to follow that. It's still Colombiano doing the pacing after already having done 2 attacks. Now he bridges as well.
Again, he's gonna bridge to Swaxon. Let's see if Miko responds there. He will try to pace back towards them.
He hasn't closed the gap yet, which is important. He needs to close that ASAP.
Yeah, it's not a long climb. The time is running out, and Swags at 4.6 to go is on a pretty decent spot here. El Comiano trying to keep up with him. Let's see if he
There
can
are
make it.
just 10 kilometers left.
And
It's
now it's
actually,
Bravo chasing
yeah,
back.
and
Miko has done nothing this stage. Absolutely nothing.
it's starting to look good for Swags, and that maybe El Colombiano even. 3.3 to go. This is the part where they'll wanna speed up as much as possible, and if these guys here have nothing left to respond, that might be Swags taking the lead of this.
Basso is still trying to come back, but it's already too late here. For him, he's gonna lose heaps of time today, and Swaxon looks great for the stage. There's no way in this planet that El Colombiano will have the same energy as him after the attacks he's done.
Indeed, and 1.6 to go. It's here. It's that part, that last moment where we need to accelerate with our climbers to go into the downhill in these kinds of finishes. And Swaxon has the gap, and he's gonna win this day.
Swaxon goes over Paso de la Porcelana and go for the stage win. El
16
Colombiano is almost back
seconds.
for
The
second
finish
place,
line
but he
is
still
getting
has a
close.
gap. Let's
The
see if he can
Ooh,
riders
make
just
it.
passed
2K
the
is
5
very far
kilometers well
behind.
timed.
That's terrible for Russell. Coconut not
Go
leading the
him.
KLM
The end of the
standings.
Go
breakaway.
him.
Indeed, indeed.
And El Colombiano is caught, so it's gonna be a big fight for second place. Let's see if they can relate to try get some time back as well, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 kilometers to go. Final kilometers of the stage for Tao Coconut. And it's Thomas doing his own chase now, but it's too
And
little too late.
open the sprint, grab on his wheel.
And Swaxon crosses the line. He's going to win stage 2. Now focus on Thomas, and it will do.
Congratulations!
It
And
He
might
Thomas gets
resisted
be
the
second
competition
Thomas.
of
place,
the pack
followed by
and
Miko.
enjoyed his
Bravo in
win.
fourth, and as expected, El Colombiano, after all those attacks, will finish in fifth.
23 seconds, give or take. Alcomi the same time, and Spasso losing over 1 minute there. And Carr from Swaxon is still going to get a decent
The
placement, even
tail
if it
enders
doesn't
are
matter
still
that
coming
much.
in.
I
Around,
suspect that El Colombiano could lose a few seconds there.
yeah, uh, worst case scenario there is for Basel, almost 2 minutes, maybe even. No need to be sure of it when the results come.
It's interesting to see Miko pacing with his domestics on the flats. Well,
Yeah, I was gonna speak
why is
about
he
it now.
sprinting?
His puncher is only was only 1.5 minutes down. Now it's over 6, but he seemed to be working for him. Why is the question? I have no idea.
With 5 stages, there's no way that a rider other than the 83 will win. That you see, unless Miko is trying a master plan here, wants to
Yeah,
have a double with the leader
I
taking the
was
front.
thinking about that, and I'm thinking the same thing because I think that's the Sterato stage, and it's really hilly. I think Miko's gonna try and reduce or even eliminate that gap in the next stage with his puncher.
You know he likes to do that, doesn't he?
Yeah, but it, it might be a good stage for it, and he, better than anyone that knew the parkours, probably picked these ones. I'm not sure, but knew them for sure. He might actually know if that's a good move, and he seems to think so. 22
So
seconds between Swags and Joe, everyone on the same time except Basso at 1:35. It's not looking good for the Slovakian, George.
hmm I have to agree, and that's a surprise to me, if I'm honest, because Basso is a player that always calculates all of his efforts. So
It's been a Champions League full of terrible starts, especially on finals for Basso this year.
true.
Uh, Ever since that season where he was uh, well, he was the rookie, but a favorite rookie to win or a lot of stuff, or with expectations to win a lot of stuff. That went wrong, and since then, it seems that it has been always downhill for Basso. Can he pick up right now today in this final, or might it be too little, too late?
I think Basso needs to shift his focus immediately. Go for stage wins, KOM, green, all of them together. With that, maybe he can try and get medal. I think the gold is out of reach of now with the gap. But you never know. It's not
Hello
a
to
huge
one and
gap.
all.
There can be breaks
Yeah,
A
where
difficult
2 minutes
race
can
with
be so
several
bad.
cobbled sections.
it can
The
be
brakes will be
it can be
severely
reduced. It's
tested.
not out of
The
the
heat
realm
will
of
weigh on
reality
today's
to
race. The
reduce this
riders
or
will
even
have to
recover,
drink
but
plenty.
yeah, I think you should at least start working towards the secondaries and stages goal within possible because that is a backup plan he will surely need if things go wrong. Okay, here it is. Stage two, three, sorry, 3 of 5, and I think it's this one, or am I drunk? Man, press F5 for the love of God. Thank you. Yeah, it's this one with the Starato. I believe it is Starato. If it's cobbles, that's even more helpful for the puncher, actually. I would like to know though. Show us the map
Swift
when you can.
acceleration by Chavez.
I want to see if there are cobbles on those areas or not, or if it's just Starato.
So although Swaxon is in a great place right now, I would expect him with Simon Carr and Miko with his puncher to go for the break and try gain some time back. For Swaxon just to maximize his chances and Miko to try have a chance for a goal.
Okay, we seem to know, we believe so, and it likely is the case what Miko is up to. And if you're Swagson, uh, you're also realizing this right now. So controlling this, not letting Miko's puncher get too much time, will be a key factor for Swagson right now. Would you agree with that?
Watch out! A team
No, I
leader is
would
falling
agree that
behind.
Swaxon should join Miko with his puncher because his puncher is just so far ahead of everyone else that you see.
Wait,
It's a good win.
is he the one immediately? Is he the puncher immediately behind Miko's?
Basso. No, so the best puncher is Swaxon's rider, Simon Carr. Oh wait, no, that's the 79, isn't
That's
it?
the 79, for the love of God.
No, I thought with Simon Carr, he was the puncher.
Yeah, well, that changes.
Well, I don't know then.
Everyone likes to make different TVs. And where the fuck is Chris Froome, bro? Where the fuck is Chris Froome?
It's not 2018 anymore, mate.
I don't care. It's a thing of habit. Welcome, Ibra. So, who sucks for
What's he
putting there?
doing?
Attacking?
Yeah, but look what he's doing.
Yeah, it's been a constant for him in this Champions League as well. These messy situations that he himself causes, attacks that don't go properly, and stuff like that. With Joe Whiteley following, it's Carty, it's people, and Emea moves to see more people. And there we go. Miko taking the Armada with him, including the 79 Mountain Rider. You will have 3 helpers for Cosnefroid. I think it is
Surprise,
Cosnefroid.
guys, we see Cosnefroy on the break.
Yes, the shock. We are shocked and appalled. We did not expect this at all.
We should expect the Frab attack now, shouldn't we?
Yeah, and there he goes. No, actually, everything closed as I was looking to the other window, so yeah. But yes, we should.
His train is going forward.
Certainties of life are death, taxes, and a
Ooh!
Frabo attack.
What a block on his train by the alcohol train.
Yeah, that's also been a recurring thing with El Colombiano this season. And here is 7th place of this tour currently. EMEA the 90th, successor of EMEA the 89th, and successor of EMEA the 91st.
Oh, Ciccone is going on the Frabo train. Is he planning on attacking with Ciccone?
Technically, it's Joe Whiteley's, as it's a team of Joe Whiteley, so it's a possible EMEA the 92nd team. Thank you.
There goes Hopo. Here we go.
Okay, George, take it from here. I will be back in a couple of minutes.
Smoke break.
Yes.
Alright. So we see El Colombiano here with a 6-man team. Now split it into 3 and he attacks. Ciccone follows, which is
Acceleration by
interesting. The GC
Chavez.
leader here of Frabo is following. Or is it?
Tana goes onto
Is
the
Chicana the
attack.
GC guy? I assume he is. And now Ciccone counterattacks to try
Hofstetter
and
goes
maximize the
onto
gap
the
he has to
attack.
the peloton. But he has barely any gap here anymore. Miko closes it down and actually bridges the front with Joe following him along. I can see Gaudu here. And I would expect that Kuznetsova is involved as well. Let's see, yeah, Kuznetsova is there. And now Squaxon tries to bridge with Simon Carr, as expected. Who's the best placed domestic out of everyone.
Acceleration by Bichol.
And then Miko follows with Gaudu per boundary and everything is back together again. Stages like these often have a big battle for brakes, and here we go. Although Frabo continues and Johnson's his wheel. 20 seconds, let's see if it can be extended. And a third time again for Miko to try and go to the brake with Kuznetsova, but the brake stops. And it's all back together. Turbo combatto. Now Silkhold going to the front, preparing a counterattack, and there he goes. But everyone follows, and this will be a
Oh,
battle that
Esteban
goes on and
Chavez
on
goes onto
about
the attack.
who will go in the breakaway. There are many riders that should not be allowed to go on the break yet, so it's really important to pay attention both to your riders and whoever attacks there. Bit of a downhill here, and then an intermediate sprint in 12Ks to go. So it's interesting to see if people will points with the green jersey rider, with the GC leader for time bonuses, or none at all. Problem is that it's hard to form breakaways now, because everyone will go hard for that intermediate for different reasons. Basso is taking the front now. Miko is always there, ever present in the front with Kuznetsova. Swaxon on the left, forming a train. 6Ks to go. It's Basso and Miko on the front now. Gaudu seems to be the elect sprinter, the puncher for Miko, but he is a bit boxed in. Now Basso comes to the side of him with Tuka, but Tuka takes Gaudu's wheel, not his train, which is interesting. 2Ks to go. Miko started sprinting now with lead out, then Hofstetter
Attack by
goes,
Ugo
Kuznetsova
Hofstetter.
goes, Gaudu goes, Tuka goes, but Tuka and Gaudu do not get any points here. Vrstek wins the sprint, the puncher of Basso. But Gaudu remains the leader of the green jersey, with Theo Gegenhardt Coconut in second place, only 2 points behind. Now this is what we call the calm before the storm, and I am sure that the fight for the breakaway will continue shortly. We have El Colombiano with his full team in the front, attacks full team. Frabo is
Esteban
quick on it
Chavez is off.
with 4 riders, and then we have everyone following. There is no gap yet because Miko is holding everything together. But El Colombiano keeps pacing here, and now he quits. Now he realizes that everyone is there and alert. Would be a good time for a counterattack now, and Frabo sees the opportunity and goes for it with 4 riders.
That's
Nobody
really a
follows
punchy
initially,
attack.
which is a first for this stage, and now Pitcock, the puncher, goes in the break. Emia, could we see the stars on the cobble sections? So it's 2, 2, 2, and 2. So it's a middle cobble section, so this should be for the puncher or the cobble rider, but I'm sure that people will
Attack
go for
by
the puncher
Hofstetter.
due to the GC benefit. Depends on the gap though, depends if there will be a big break in the GC fight behind. For now it's nobody else joining the break, it's just Frabo with 4 and Joe with 2.
He's going to take them on by himself.
Into the tunnel we go, a cheat code for attacks as visibility is limited. And indeed there is a potentially team attack with 6 riders in the break. Now becomes 9.
Adam Yates goes into the attack.
Oh, it's everyone. There's a split there with the GC leader behind. Let's see if he can come back. And indeed, we have a bridge of the group. Miko is marking the front of the peloton. And Miko is interestingly pacing as if he's the leader, but he is in fourth place, I think, or third. And the gap is not exactly threatening, so potentially he's pacing to keep the gap close enough so that he can bridge at some point with Nefra on the climb, the Castiglione d'Orcia. A short but explosive climb, followed by a cobbled climb, which should be a major deciding point in the GC for this stage. Basso now pacing the peloton. He seems to be planning an attack, and indeed he does. The fourth rider comes along, and they
Attack
all
from a
go
rider.
together, but there is no gap yet as Miko immediately follows. And Miko does not attack, but keeps the gap. So Miko does not want to go in the break, but does not want to have anyone else attacking. He's not the person that should be controlling the race. That should be Swagson. Miko continues to pace, and the gap to the break is coming down. However, here we start the climb, and there is some small gap to the front, so some QM points are up for grabs, and let's see if someone can bridge. Bass is going for it. Bass is trying to bridge to the front.
A rider is taking his
KOM,
chance
bro,
alone.
KOM.
Exactly.
I see the situation change though with the original break no longer lasting, and this one about to end too, or maybe not.
Yeah, it's been a
Uh,
crazy fight for the breakaway until the 2 minute sprint, and then it calms down. But I don't think we'll have a proper break in here until the cobble guys get a gap.
Acceleration by
uh,
Duran.
7-Eleven, Basso, and
A
Iganissimo
solid
Bravo are
kilometer
now the
as we
ones
go through the
ahead. Basso
halfway
joining
stage of
him
the race.
with his puncher and someone else.
So no KOM fighter for now in the break. Let's see who will sprint for this.
Emma, let's see who the helpers are. It's 78 sprinter for Joe and for Basso.
And there is no contest in the KOM. However, both riders sneakily try
Cobble's
to
guy,
first.
That's
KOM,
the
bro.
end of the
I think
and
breakaway.
for
KOM.
Fravo, I'm going to assume it's probably both.
Pidcock goes
Yeah.
onto the attack.
Oh, Joe attacks, by the way.
Joe continues from the break while Frabo waits for the group. And now Frabo is forced to chase instead.
So weird. That gameplay there from Fravo.
There are 3 riders at the back. I'm unsure what they are. They seem to
Joe
be.
actually seems to be doing a good attempt here, a good play of trying to get the front positioning, so to speak. That
Puncher.
that little guy put his puncher at the start because he might gain the time there.
Mm-hmm.
Look out, he's breaking
And now
away.
Basso is going all out on the flat. He's bridging with 1 rider only, the 79 mountain guy.
Guessing he wants those KOM, bro, KOM points.
Yeah, but it's also a strategy to try and have him after the cobble climb because his cobble is horrendous on the 75.
Yes. I mean, it's 58 cobbles guy.
However, the peloton is not hanging around. They have already caught him, and now Joe is trying to attack with Thomas. Thomas, the GC leader of Joe, second in GC, is going for it.
Thoughts, George?
Sorry?
Thoughts on this attack from Joe with Thomas?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I fully agree with that sentiment. Yes, is the what? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because Joe didn't really wait with his 2 riders in front, although that was clearly the plan to have some
Um,
sort of riders there. But it could be for the remainder of this climb because we have a cobblestone section here.
well, I'm being told by our director to tell that tall and fat Greek to raise his mic volume.
Non capito. Puoi ripetere, per favore?
Uh, tall, fat Greek, Micah Volume. Okay, here we go. Joe, exactly where he still wanted to be with his puncher,
Since such
getting that
percentages that the
gap still
strongest can
going, but
create some
Thomas
gaps.
has not had the same luck.
Basso is locking out the front of the peloton here in the narrow couple section, and now bridges to Joe. Basso seems to be full of intent here. He takes the front, he has a gap of 9 riders, and he's going for it for the top of this QM, and let's see what else he can do at the remainder of this stage. There is some downhill and then a hard, although it's 2-star, it's a rolling and uphill couple
Only a few
sections,
riders are capable of
so the
following the
climber
very
will be
Oh,
fast
tough.
pace up front.
Yeah.
there's splits there. I didn't
And
even.
now Theo is trying to bridge on his own. That was dangerous for him. Bernal is sprinting as well to keep in wheel with Theo Guinehar, Coconut. And Basso has a gap again. Swepson is trying to keep that in close, but Miko is not following Swepson.
Chicone is in the mud. Chicone is in the mud. I'm a green jersey, green jersey.
And Yates takes the QM with his puncher.
Okay,
And the
engage in the
breakaway.
attack.
that's
Frappe's at the back. Frappe's
yeah.
at the back, and he needs to bridge this before the downhill.
Chicone desperately needs to close this, as George said, well before the downhill. The time is running out though because it
He
is
didn't
about
even
to start.
sprint for it. But fair enough if he believes that
He could
he
have
just
closed that, yeah. He is
and
going to
he made it.
because the pace isn't
This is the
unnecessarily.
last
Ooh,
third of the race. The team leaders have
What
their
a
minds
strategy
fixed
by
on
Alco,
today's
an
goal.
accidental one perhaps, but he went for water and opened the gap to Frabo. Now he's trying to bridge it again with potentially the stage winner, Consoni, because he seems to be the leader for the stage, if I were to choose teams.
and who's at the front in there from Joe and Swags? It's Yates. It's the punchers.
And now we have an intermediate sprint in 3Ks to go. Let's see if someone will sprint for the points jersey or for
Who
the seconds.
thought it would be a good idea to put a Yates as a puncher? I want to kill myself looking at this name's
And Bass
distribution.
is going for it. Bass is going for the intermediate sprint with 3 riders. Let's see if one of them is in the GC leader.
Tocek is gonna take it. The second place is gonna be Basso himself with Sverchek and Kozlov from Daniel Miko. Kozlov, that malevolent flame we all remember from the World Tour, gets third.
Miko should have put some riders on Kuznetsov as well and continue with his
Hello.
attacks, but instead he waits. So let's see.
Identify yourself for that shot censored word that comes next. It's Francesco Grassi. Welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Grazie.
Francesco. Yeah. It's half time, so I thought I would pass here just to see what was happening. But
Is Barcelona destroying Napoli as we speak?
still nil-nil.
All right, that's not bad.
Yeah, well, which is strange because actually they had the best occasions in the first 10 minutes. Then Napoli actually grew a bit, but let's see what happens. Well, here, what is happening? I was watching the
Wait,
stream. I
I
saw
just, and
Basel
I think
losing the
Emil is
minute.
right. I noticed a little bit of it, but wasn't sure. Basso stopped Stoichek to get the sprint with the hill rider, didn't get it. Miko wins. His hill rider got actually third
Are you
behind
sure he didn't
Stoichek.
get it? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure that Basso won it.
Big lady
and yet he
from
couldn't
Basso.
pass.
This is one of those situations, one of those competitions so far where everything that can go wrong for Basso has gone wrong.
So
Yeah,
it seems
yeah.
to be
Basel is
here.
kind of unlucky too when it comes to finals. Yeah, yeah. He's actually probably he feels the pressure
Colombianos.
in those occasions, but he's also unlucky sometimes.
Colombiano goes with his GC leader and is followed by Miko, who is pacing with Kuznetsov in the break in the QM.
That's a very bold move. Let's see the
Yeah,
reactions.
he's right in doing it.
I'm just curious to see though the riders in A1 are the 79 mountain guys, and it seems like people are trying to keep them at bay. However, they will suffer on this parkour, so I don't think it's worth trying to bring them back. I think it's worth to preserve them for the following stages.
I don't even think it's worth killing them, to be honest. Don't know why people are bothering. They're not even well on GC, if I recall correct. Oh, they are. Never mind.
So A1 is composed by who?
Yeah, A1. I think it's 79 riders, but let's see,
Yeah.
79 mountain riders. It is, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All of them actually, except 175 mountain guy, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, Frabo attacked with the couple guy. I believe he's going for the stage, maybe. Yeah, Maya, can we go to?
The fuck is
To the action.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, we have Juan Sebastian Molano, Egan Bernal, and I don't remember who the puncher is for El Colombiano here, and it was Frabo with him, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
No,
someone
Chelsea Joe and
joined.
Frabo.
Okay,
Yes.
Joe. Yeah.
And Miko Bridges with one
Ooh,
rider.
Basso trying to bridge with two.
And
Ooh, and there's some big
Miko's
split
mountain
here.
guy
There's some
was
big split.
suffering. Miko's mountain guy was suffering here.
Where's Chicone? Where is Chicone?
Falling
Godu
behind.
is
A
there.
Oh,
challenger is
Chicon is
falling behind.
behind.
Kone is here.
Thomas is
Thomas is in a
behind.
bad place right now.
Thomas in the mud.
Thomas
Yeah, because
swapped cars
actually
all the time.
Zwegzon caught the moment and went to attack. And
Not
Thomas
sleeping.
Thomas tried to
is
reach his pitcock, but he took quite a while to get in his group.
yeah,
That was
Thomas is spending so much energy now, it's unreal.
Yeah,
most
he
couple
But
station
needs.
are getting into
it
the
seems like
picture.
Gagan Arts is in trouble too. No.
Flaxman with great numbers. He should be able
Bad
to
news
keep
Yeah,
for Joe. Bad news for Joe. He is about to close it, but he couldn't do so before the downhill, so he's gonna feel that the effect of that as soon
I
as the
think
face
these
starts up
guys
again.
are in the mud now. And I believe the Attacco El Colombiano is getting more and more serious now.
Yep.
absolutely.
And
Even
Swax
if
and Sam, I wanna
Swagzon
join
now
that party.
goes, yeah, he has to do it,
Where's
and he has to
Chicone?
work with El
Oh,
Colombiano now
Pitcock
because Thomas is in trouble.
and Joe
Thomas is in
wisely.
big trouble here.
Joe, the third man that Joe kept was Ben Turner, the Cobbles guy, the OP Cobbles guy. That was a great move from Joe there, and now he has him to try and keep Thomas there.
Yeah, Frabo as the couple guy ahead too. In fact, he's stopping him just to try coming back.
Chicone is stuck
Ooh,
in the third rider's wheel.
block! That was. Did I see wrong? Or was that a block from Godu to
Yeah,
Buster's
probably.
Rider?
Yeah,
I think Chicone has given up. He doesn't seem bothered to try and close the gap.
yeah.
Look at it.
Not sure if he has the energy to close it
You,
as fast as
you
we'd
have the
like.
rider in front of him and he doesn't bring him
The
back.
riders are
Yeah,
entering the last 50
I
kilometers of the
don't know what he's
stage.
doing. It's Frabo. We never understand what Frabo's doing.
And now we have Hodek going for it, but there is no chance for him as everyone. As
As
Bernal
is
is getting
Bazo
close.
here with the car with the climber?
The rider is looking to give the pack
Can I
Ooh, El
know?
momentum.
Colombiano suddenly has mother lost two riders. Only has Bettiol, no Hodge there.
Thomas, from being in the bad, is now in an excellent shape here, along with
And
his rider.
Frabo and Basso have been preserving their 79 mountain riders, purposely leaving them behind earlier to save energy. Can be important for the next stage, maybe.
Yeah, I think they're going.
And that's what
Probably they're going for stages and the KOM jersey. While I think the
This
fight for
time
the
it could
win will
go
be
all
Joe
the way.
against Swagson.
there
Joe
is
and
no chance
Swexon
against
are in a privileged position here right now with their leaders up front and an extra rider too.
Emia, who attacked in A1.
A1,
Bernal
Egan
attacked in
Bernal. He's
Bernal is going
alone.
to lose all over minutes now, and he will be the closer to Swagson and Joe actually.
And
A1. This
Joe
has
is
proven to be
accelerating.
Watch out, a
elimination
team leader
race
is
when it
falling
comes to
behind.
GC, with Basel losing heaps after having the first stage. Now
Yes,
Chicone.
Back
Only
in the
5
group first,
kilometers
Thomas.
left.
Where is Thomas? Ooh,
attack
really?
from Basso. Attack from
Thomas is
Basso.
going to have some troubles here.
Thomas should be
Let's
fine.
see,
He has
because
everything in
if we
front of
keep
him.
spending so much energy, I
Behind
think like
A1, 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 quickly, A1. Oh, it's still El Comiano in the mud as well.
And now
Frabo is
Basel is
yeah,
in
really
the
out of it.
front.
Colombiano is
Miko
going
is
to
with
lose.
him in the front.
Yeah, GC is going to be for two riders, for two
He's
players,
desperate
while
trying to keep
everyone is
back in
going to
front.
play for other things.
Joe
All three riders
desperately
from the
trying to survive with Thomas, and now Joe goes. Joe accelerating for the win. Let's see if he can get it. Turner is going
Turner has
for
to
it.
Off he
cut. It's the
goes.
final
He's giving it one
kilometer.
last go.
Ben Turner is striking to the win. Now Basel tries to close the gap, but I think it's too late.
Yeah,
Acceleration from Basso, but if Joe timed it right, he's gonna take the stage. Let's see, it's getting closer. Oh, but it's for Joe.
Basso is
Yeah,
on
it's for Joe.
Okay, so Jojo takes the win. This is an important win for him. Now back to
This
GC
one
leaders
is well
because
deserved. He
Basso second,
displayed a
Pablo third. I think
tremendous
Jojo
And
fourth.
it
Basso is third,
seems
but
like
Basso has a big
Swedson
flagship.
actually dropped Joe.
Ooh, this is terrible news for Joe.
Jordan
But
has an
The
enormous gap
race has
here in
run, but the
fifth
poor
place.
soul's
And I
belief
think
in
he's gaining
presenting a
over a
fine
minute.
run is
Over
a
a
bit
minute
of an
for
up for them
Swedson
all.
now.
that's still a good place to be for Joe because he will still be second on GC, and he did get the stage win. But
Yeah.
looking good for Swexon.
Ciccone now, Tuca, classification is going to get a big hit now because actually there are going to be so much gaps here.
Somehow,
Yeah.
Ciccone got ahead of Bernal and Gaudu, which is very interesting here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
El Colombiano completely destroyed Bernal's
yeah, it
bars when
blows.
he tried to make that move in the cobbles.
Mm-hmm. He panicked.
Yeah. So this means that the GC fight, as we were mentioning, is definitely going to be between the two Brits unless something weird happens. But
Yeah.
Swagson has a mighty advantage for now.
Well, but now I think we have to consider that it can happen that now the other players will go raw and will go for stages. And we will see fundraising probably because actually being this close, the GC
Arguments in the chat.
will lead to something.
Arguments in the chat. Now stop typing for fuck's sake.
Well, Frabo should still go for GC as he's in third place, and that is a medal
What
position.
is going on? We missed the actual writing of what they're complaining because we were fucking typing. I'm still on. Okay, thank you. Oh, block says Basso. Basso hates everyone right now.
Well, I think he's right actually. He's being very unlucky. He took that block before when Joe attacked in the final that cost him the win actually.
And let's look at that
Giganart
score.
140. Joe 2 minute 27. So actually, Swagzon has 1 minute 33 seconds on. Yeah, the GC is pretty pretty split now after only 2 stages.
That is three stages, but those are some enormous gaps there. Swaxon is well ahead in the lead, and Joe is in the middle of nowhere, but in second place and in contention for a strong medal. However, there is a big fight for third place in GC, and alongside it, a bronze medal up for grabs, depending on the QM and stage wins.
Okay, stage four stage four of five. Paso Ferraya is next, and as we said earlier, right now looking good for the Swags. Joe is the closest one in contention. This might be the most important stage for GC as we speak.
Will this be the Queen stage in your opinion?
I think so. Yes.
And this is important for Swaxon because although he has a great lead, that could be to his disadvantage because everyone will be looking at him. This is where the likes of Basso, who lost lots of time in stage two, could take some time back because Swaxon will be the only guy trying to piss him back, and he won't have enough riders to do so.
Provisional standings as we speak dictate that Joe likely leads this tour with 40 points. This is all only stage results, obviously, so GC not being counted. Second is Flaxon with 27, third Daniel Nico with 15, fourth Basso with 15, fifth Bravo with 12 points, and sixth in the mud, El Colombiano. So,
I mean,
guys,
now Joe has to win stages because if things stay
Apart from
like
some of the
that,
team leaders, only a true
Swagson is
climber
going
can
to win the
expect to
whole
get
thing
something out of
basically because
today's
obviously
ride.
he has the points of the GC, I believe. So I think when
guys,
people go
uh,
into the attack, I think Joe will be forced to chase them,
I think Swaxon still has Kaweb jersey, I believe. So
and
there's a 50
probably
point.
and probably point jersey too, Swagson.
I'm not sure, but maybe. And if that's the case, it's looking very bad for Joe because
The riders are now
Swaxon
onto
winning
the first
already
breakage of
needs
this
50
race.
points advantage
Yeah.
for the Swagster. And if he's stacked at the secondary jersey, even stage wins might not be enough for the competition.
Yeah, that's
We're
why
also
I think
also in
that
stage
Joe is in risky position to win because actually he needs stages. He needs to win stages, but to do that he has to control other four players who are going for stage win as much as he wants. because obviously it's the only possibility they have to actually get a medal now. And El Colombiano is the first doing so, and Miko goes, yeah, this is an opening here. We
Six
have
man
an opening.
train, 6-man train.
So we're underway and immediately onto Paso Portoy. And this is a crazy team attack by El Colombiano, who has nothing else to lose now after losing time with Arnold.
Yeah, no one has to lose now, because actually the only one having things to lose is Wexen.
Exactly.
And may I quickly guide us through the KOM, Bro KOM, and green classifications, New Jersey classifications?
I believe, okay, let's go to A1. No, A1 isn't a thing anymore. Now it's P.
No, don't go to A1.
Because no, A1 was before, because at certain point you had A1 with 8 riders, and it had the orange icon. That's why I wanted to see it.
The fast pace at the front is too much for several riders.
Okay, let's try and establish some order here. Emma, KOM and green, please, because that was too quick.
Passo Bordeaux almost finishing. The hardest percentages are gone.
Bernal is going first.
Yeah, Godou is going for the KOM.
That's definitely.
He's still on the side, but Godou will take it.
Swaxon not taking
Godou first.
any points.
Basso seconds.
Not any relevant points, at least.
Okay, Godou is virtually the leader now.
Okay, we have. Okay, that's the KOM one. So Godou is now leading ahead of Coconut with 5 points difference. Then I got Bernal 16 points, 3 points behind Coconut. Godou has 24, Coconut 19, Bernal 16, then Frabo with Chicona 14, and Tuca 5th with 9 points. Everyone else is below 9, obviously, until 78's 10th place with 2 points.
And now Joe closes the gap with the 2 groups because all of his riders were at the back. And we'll have a rider drop.
The big question here is, understandably, Frabo and El Colombiano, Nico and El Colombiano, spending a lot even with their leaders to try and get these KOMs. They need those points if they still want to dream with a medal. But
hey guys, second half started, so I'm going blank. I'll join you when it finishes.
All right, thank you and best of luck for Barcelona.
For Napoli. Huh.
And Mea, who's in A1? This is a mistake for Bravo. This cannot be happening already. Now Consoni is trying to wait for him to come back. And he manages to do so, but they both drop now. Oh, Frabo. Porco de Dio. KOM is pacing against Frabo here.
As I was, Consoni there too is. Was that the 75 guy that he's trying to get back?
And now Joe attacks with 4 riders. There's a
and Green as well.
No, that's Joe.
No, that's fine. That's just for future reference. That's fine.
Joe is going for it, and nobody immediately follows. Let's see what kind of gap you can get. But Frabo will suffer to come back.
There's a rider trying to break away.
Seems that he's gonna join even before the climb starts, but
And
there's movement ahead.
Swaxon is quick on it, so Miko immediately aborts, and now Swaxon is trying to counter-attack. He tries to get a gap, but passes on it, and nothing goes on.
As I was asking, and never finished because things were developing here, Miko and Narcos, I don't remember, El Colombiano, sorry. Miko and El Colombiano were wasting some energy with their leaders for the KOM. Obviously, they need those points, but if they want medals, they also need to not lose their GC standings, maybe even improve them if possible. Wouldn't you agree?
Leader is the buff. You have to spend energy there for no reason.
It's really not a happy, lucky night for Basso thus far.
Yeah, this just happened right before the climb as well. It's not to make
it's still a factor. It's a short climb though, and at the beginning, so to speak, of the stage, so it could be worse, but still not ideal.
And Bravo joins the break, finally. Order is restored. Chicone is here, I'm pretty sure. Where is he?
I
The
don't know. I
Riders
have
are
no
going
idea
through
where
a
Chicone is
village, of
because,
course, with
well, I see the
precision
green
above
jersey he had, but I don't know
10%.
if Chicone is still the green jersey or not.
No, Chicone is in the peloton, but not far, so he could technically attack.
Oh, he is.
And he does get a gap. He doesn't.
Uh, it's Czech currently holding the green jersey. Basso is actually going strong there in his space, dropping everyone in his wake.
Sleeping. He was to maintain position.
Yeah, pretty messy situation. Frabo trying to, well, whatever he was trying, that was the bridging didn't succeed because everyone is keeping up.
Now
It's
the
gonna
whole
depend on Miko.
together was very stretched out. There's one
Al,
small
Colom-
gap and everything is in.
Al Colombiano's gonna open that gap. He
Yeah.
risks it. If I was there, that's what I would think. It hasn't happened, but normally it would be what happens.
What's Thomas doing at the back alone there?
6-man train! I don't know.
Where's Thomas?
Where's Thomas?
There he is.
There he is. That's Joe Whiteley in energy management mode.
He needs it. Paso is San Pellegrino, and we have Paso with a small gap, including his points leader, the puncher, who I assume was.
The main question here is with the break not having that much of an existence, 3 riders 30 seconds or less, for someone like Joe that still wants to fight Swags for the gold, when will be the time to strike?
Here I need to go definitely for a moment.
Okie dokie, I agree with that statement completely. I think that will be an integral part of this race and this stage. So, Swift Check is going to take the KOM. It's 1, 2, 3 for Basso. And Pitcock is going to take that 4th place ahead of
KOM,
Bridgie.
bro. KOM.
Indeed, Emea, indeed.
Downhill section. Can't let
The
their
fight
guard
for the
drop.
KOM. And Godu continues to lead KOM. Coconut is still second. Bernal is still third. Chicone is fourth. And I don't see Pitters. Pitters is 10th with 5 points. So interesting movement there from Joe. Chicone from Bravo is still fourth. Tuca from Basel fifth. Svirchek sixth. Parapant for Miko seventh. Tibor and Stoichek for Basel 8 and 9th, and as I said earlier, Pitcock 10th place with 5 points. The leader, Godu, for the KOM has 26 points.
Acceleration by
And now, Pitters tries to join the Basel escape. Nico's gonna try and get in that action too. That's a move to try and get some points for the sprint, maybe even that third cat, although I think sprint might be the priority here. For Joe, that is. I checked Pitcock for a bit, and I want to see his secondary thingies. Pitcock, E1. Oh, not Peloton, yeah. Pitcock. Okay. Oh. Click Pitcock. Right there, he was next to you. Fuck my life. Okay. Miko going ahead for that KOM fight. Pitcock, he's 8 and he's 11. Yeah, that's not ideal, but Joe seems to be working to get some points from that, thank you. 2.2 to go, now the real fight for the KOM. KOM starts with El Colombiano taking his team to the front. It's remaining 4 riders. Actually, he has all 6. Another, not a 6-man train moment, but he has them well placed ahead of each other. Cosnefroy attacking for KOM, and the way he played this with Bernal, but Nico did not have luck there. He's gonna take you 1, 2, 3, 4, and Nico only fifth. So I guess 1, 2 is what matters there. KM indeed. So, and then there were 29 left. In the overall standings, Godu did not score. Egan Bernal scored 2 points, and he's still third, but now closer to Godu. Instead of 16, he has 18, and Godu still has 26. For this, I blame
A
George.
symbolic kilometer as we go through the halfway stage of the race.
So, let's see what's cooking here. Joe Whiteley's gonna go with 2 riders. Joe Whiteley was taking the others to the front. Not sure if he's up to something here, but maybe not yet with Thomas. He might be trying to see if he can get a gap for those riders, and he might be trying to improve his green with Thomas Pitcock, and he's going to do so. Acceleration from Joe Whiteley and switch check from Basso. It's 1-2 for. Sorry, yeah, it was 1-2 for Joe, I think. Finally, the green jersey update that I've been waiting for the last 2 years. Basso is leading with Svrček 45 points. Thomas Pitcock, this is actually better than, makes more sense. Thomas Pitcock is second, 35, 33 for Kaneki from Basso. Fourth is Miko, 32. Fifth is Coconut from Swaxon, 31. Sixth is Godu from Miko, 28. So this right here, this green jersey fight, Joe needs it if he wants to challenge Swaxon. It needs to be number 1, or at least keep the second if you can, because Swaxon is in a good placement in the KOM standing, so Joe needs to top that, and he will also need some more stage points if he can take GC. Frabo going with Chicona. Joins Cosmoflois, is already at the front. Godu from Nico trying to get in on that party, and Swaxon attacks with his 4 guys, with Joe right behind him, marking his target. They are both teammates and community members of PCM UK, but in competition there are no friends. Let's see, Frabo is doing his Hail Mary all or nothing move, and he goes. Already in a minute gap. Now there's a bit of passive attitudes from the peloton, so Frabo continues climbing the Passo Giao with his gap slowly extending. 1 minute and 20 already. Now it's El Colombiano deciding to respond. 5th place in GC.
This climb features some dreadful percentages.
This isn't bad at all for Swaxon. Prevents him from needing to do any work. Ikita is wasting a lot to get there in that protection duty for Egan Bernal. Miko closely following the Colombian player, and Frabo is down to 2 riders only. Murder of his riders because he needs to get that pace, but it's not happening. It's not happening because El Colombiano is about to close on him. "41 seconds now to the peloton. El Colombiano joins with 4 riders. Miko joins with 3 riders. Swaxon joins with 3 riders as the helper that he has, extra one, is gone. And he needs to accelerate and get in there as quick as possible. 2 riders only for the Swags, 2 riders only for Miko, 2 riders only for Frabo. And El Colombiano, same 2 as well, trying to take advantage for the KOM. KOM, bro. KOM. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to everyone that's joining us today. If you just joined, keep in mind that we are in stage 4 of 5 for Champions League Tour final. These are the champions, and this is the Champions League. And right now, it's looking mighty good for the British player Swaxon. He is leading this GC with a comfortable lead. Joe Whiteley is the closest one on that GC, trying to make things happen for him. Has tried. Let's see what he still has left. And El Colombiano now fighting for the KOM. With Miko and Frabo trying to keep up. It's looking good for the Colombian. 1 kilometer to go, 25 seconds.
KOM, bro. KOM.
Indeed. KOM. This is all about the KOM right now. El Colombiano knows he needs points. Yes. El Colombiano knows he needs points. Desperately needs to try and get them, but it's gonna be Chicone, it's gonna be maybe Godu and then Tuca and then Thomas, and only then they're now. Coconut is alone and gapped. Godu 32 points, Chicone 24, and Coconut 29. This is not the best of news for Joe, for Swagson, because he now is down from first, I think, from last stage, then second during the stage, now he goes to third in the KOM standings. Gandalf from Colombiano catches up, is now on the same points as Swagson, 20. 24 for Chicone in second, 32 for Godu in first, and Geraint Thomas is only 7th with 8 points. This is the worst possible scenario for Swagson right now. Instead of recovering energy and being at that group, he has to close down that gap, and he's only managing to close it now as the downhill is about to end. Car around there somewhere. 8-2. And now Swagson gets a short breather, but it's going to be really short because soon the climbing will start. 1-0 Barca, Lewandowski scores, tells them as El Colombiano attacks. And Basso goes with his 2 riders. And Basso takes everyone on his way, dropping El Colombiano inclusively, and Miko pacing with Godu, trying to get an invite to that party. Joe has 2 riders. He doesn't really care what Basso's doing, he's just trying to play to try and overtake Swagson in the GC, and he attacks. He attacks, and what a great place to attack from him. Swagson needs to be very, very careful in his response. Chicone from Frabo is there with the Swagster. And this right now, this is what it's all about. That GC fight between Joe and Swagson, and Basso is trying to make up for all the lost ground he has currently in last place of this GC. He needs to make something happen, and he's trying it now. Good gap from Basso to Swagson and Frabo. Swagson is controlling Joe's gap within a... sorry, what's the gap for Thomas? Didn't even see. 1-2-3, so yes, Swagson is controlling it well. That's mainly all he needs to worry about right now, because 2K is 417 behind. So Swagson playing as best as possible in this situation. Carty being caught up by Coconut. Can you hear me? No. Okay. Swagson catching up now, but Thomas is actually going to reach the front group as we speak, I think. Coconut accelerated there. He was about to reach E2, hasn't yet. Tuca now goes for another KOM. Good points that Basso desperately
KOM,
needs.
bro. KOM.
And Thomas is gonna try and steal second place, and he does. Nico third, El Colombiano fourth. Coconut is starting to be in danger here. 121 for Joe. 121. 10 seconds more, I think it is, for Joe to get that yellow jersey and possibly change this tour's outcome. Doesn't get more exciting than this, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, the fight is on between both Brits, and Basso trying to make up for all the points he lost in all the previous stages. KOM classification says that Vigodu is still leading with 32, Chicone for Frabo still second 24, Tuco for Basso is now third with 23, Bernal is fourth 21, Swagson's descent continues from originally first last stage to now fifth in the KLF standings with 20 points, and Gary Thomas getting closer, 11 points, sixth place. And if the energy is good from the fugitives, Swagger might even lose more points. I think the finish line will also give KLM points. KLM, bro.
Go M, bro. Go M.
Welcome back, George. I don't know if you've been following. You were deafened, as you said.
Yeah, I was on a phone call with a student that needed urgent motivation. But yeah. Anyway, I have been watching the race, and Bassor has a good gap here on the top of this climb. But this downhill doesn't seem the best when it comes to recovery.
Joe made a move there, though.
Yeah, I just wonder that are they trying to make sure that they have full energy or not? Because they are pissing quite hard here to try and open or close gaps.
I don't know. It's a long climb to come. I'm curious to see how this will reflect in the energy because
How is he so far behind?
Swaxon was pretty much dropped.
Was he isolated?
Yeah, he lost. There was movement, people trying to get ahead, and he. I don't know if he fell asleep, was trying to preserve any helper. I don't exactly know what was the reason, but as he got behind, he did not manage to recover in time and ended up isolated behind with Frau.
So as I predicted at the preview of the stage, Basso is ahead and Swaxon behind.
Yep. And right now, Swaxon
will not offer any help, will he?
What? Sorry?
Ciccone, I assume, will not offer any help.
No, and he has no responsibility to do so, to be honest. Even though it could help his cause of GC, but not enough to kill himself. He needs to try and rule Swaxon. It's not fortunate, but it's the reality of the facts.
So this is playing well in the hands of Basso, the fact that Elko, Joe, and Mikro keep fighting each other to try and get a gap.
Yes. E2 in there. Okay, let's try and see where things are. Gadu is about to join. The gap is already more than what Joe needed. Short, but like 17 seconds or so that he has over Saxon right now, if it ended at this moment. Juka keeps gaining though.
Thing is though, Basso Fedaya is much harder than the second part.
Yeah.
So Swaxon has been, along with Ciccone, he's been taking it a bit conservatively, so we could expect him to come and claw back a lot of time in the end.
Yellow jersey group, Emma. Who is there? Okay, Swaxon got car back, and Ciccone got a helper back, and now he seemed like he was gonna try and drop Swaxon. Swaxon is paying attention this lap though. And Basso, probably still trying it. Ooh, we're about to get into the auto pace part. Del Colombiano is probably killing himself a bit too soon. Desperate to catch Basso, but wasting a bit of energy there. Ooh, the steepness.
To double-digit numbers here.
Oof, getting rough.
The heart rate is going up, the sweat is dropping, but we have one car and Bravo slowly but surely catching up. The gap is still the same to Basso pretty much at around 2 minutes, but Bernal is big.
Coconut recovering the gap now as he lost his helper, and Chuka seems to be in a good position for the stage unless he dies. Bernal desperately trying to follow. Oh, Swaxon sees his target. It's looking good for Swaxon now.
It's not looking terrible, but it's far from optimal for him. He's still 2 minutes down on Basso, and it doesn't seem like he'll come back.
It doesn't matter for Basso. Basso's 4 minutes down.
Yeah, for GC-wise, yeah, it's looking great for Swaxon still.
Yeah. Desperately needs to hold on to that first place in GC if he doesn't want to lose this to Joe. And he's making it happen.
And El Colombiano is caught by Thomas and Gadu, which is
the shock.
Yeah, as expected and predicted by Sean, Bernal has gone deep here and I'm attempting to close it down, but Basso seems set to win the stage.
Basso has the stage when he needed to make something happen, that's true.
He really did. I don't think it's enough for him to move up in the GC. Actually, it is. No, it is enough.
It is enough for some kind of change. Probably not for the first place, but it might give
He
him
could
a
be going to third place from what I
nice. That's good for
He
him
dug
actually.
deep
And
inside
Basso takes
himself
it
to
after
earn
a
this
great
victory.
effort and a brave attack. Thomas second there.
just seem
Uh,
to having something left in the tank, but it's gonna be close for third place in 4 bonus seconds. I think Godot is gonna take it just from Bernal. Yep.
so
And now
close.
Kalkig and Hart only
The
comes a
race
minute
is
and a half
run,
behind,
but
which
the
is
four
great.
souls
Ciccone
bringing up the
shortly
rear
following him
continue to
behind.
cross the line.
He loses, I
Sufficient
think,
knockdown for now.
around, but a little less than 1 minute to Joe, so it's going to be a lot closer for the final stage.
Mm-hmm. How is the final stage? I haven't even seen the performance.
I've seen it, I don't remember it. Let me see.
Or right. Ooh, so the final stage is a long flat section at the start.
Oh, I remember it now. It's that stage that looks like it was drawn by a 5-year-old kid
Eh,
in the
It
actual profile.
Yeah, it's so steep, yet the highest point of the stage is in the middle, so there will be lots of recovery on the way down until the finish. So while you could think that, oh wow, I've went too deep too early, it's not necessarily the case according to these parcours. As
The
we
big
see Mea coming to the finish with driver number
EMEA seventh place of this final, finally crossing the finish line. George, I think it's going to be around 30 seconds, but actually, let's wait to see before I ask you what's going to
that is correct.
have.
30 seconds. No,
Yeah.
30 seconds exactly. Yeah,
Um,
that is to Mikado. Joe takes a minute exactly, so it's 30 seconds. Let's see.
yeah, I think it's going to be around 30 seconds of
Basu
GC.
does go to third in GC, and suddenly Basu's in a good chance here for a medal.
Coconut is still third in the KOM, so he saved that a bit. No, Coconut is fifth. He's third in points.
Basu
Wait,
will surely try and get QM from Godot here in order to secure his bronze medal.
there's only 3 climbs to do so, though.
Exactly, so it's pretty straightforward to expect Basu to go for those QMs.
Wait, who's pinging me? Discord is not working for me. It's in the final channel. My fucking god, I need to go to my phone. Shut the fuck up, Brandy.
ET boom boom.
Can you check the Discord's channel for the final? It's
Yeah,
melting down for me as someone's pinging me.
yeah, and Mea pinged and then Ben Young put the standings.
Oh, let me see that.
So the standings right now are with Joe leading. This is stage points, obviously. So Joyce leading with 55, Bas with 40. Those are the two best finishers. Then Swaxon in third with 29. Miko 4 points behind in 25. Frabo only 12 and Elko only 10 points from stage, with only one stage to go.
One stage to go, and I cannot see Discord at this point, so I'm uh, a bit tied up here in certain information. Somehow the call didn't crash though.
Swaxon claiming that he'll lose GC in this stage. So he clearly seems concerned about Joe making a move here, but let's see how it goes. I believe Swanson is more than capable of bringing this home.
Yeah, Discord not working for me, so hope you can
Guys,
stick around to help provide the information.
guys, I have a question. Quick question. What
Yeah,
is this climb that I see in the game? What is this climb? Is this stage from a real tour or did someone create this?
I don't know
It's
the design itself. I'm not talking about the parkour, but the way it is designed, it looks like it was for a from a 5-year-old, which is
it,
funny.
it look it looks like a 60 kilometer climb, bro. What is this?
It's gonna be hard, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay, so prediction at the top of that climb, no one has teammates. Just saying.
Yeah, Discord not working for me. So, indeed, I am currently blind. Okay, I finally have the phone version working. Let's see if we have GC. Oh, IMA is back. Let me see. Joe Whiteley, like George said, leading 55 points. Paso second 40, Swaxon third 29. So 26 points gap there for Joe. In stages, this is only including the three stages that gave points from the first four. Daniel Miko fourth with 25 points, fifth Frabo with 12, sixth Elena Del Colombiano with 10 points.
As much as I'd like to stay and watch this final stage, I think I have to go and cook some medium dogs in buns.
Alright. Is Zebra here?
He is, but he's muted.
Yes. Yes, I am here, my friend.
Ibra, can you replace me, please?
Yes.
Yay! Ibra the goat.
Okay, I finally see Ibra's message in the commentated channel. But I still can't send it. So Ibra, if you can keep an eye on Discord for me, I'm still seeing what MA sends me by phone, but it might be needed at some point. You can
Yeah,
keep.
but the text in commentator's channel is so true, don't you think? No?
No, 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 I don't. I
Oh,
don't.
no. Swaxon on stage of final two. Two people
What do you
fighting for
expect
the
here,
GC.
Ibra?
Bro, I'm commentating. Let me finish.
Please?
Two people fighting for the GC and four noobs fighting for the KOM. It's gonna
Caleb.
be fun. KOM, bro.
Uh, Joe has the opportunity to try and recover the top spot of the GC or try to get it. Swaxon needs to defend. What would you do in both of their places?
Yeah, so in the place of Swaxon, I think he wants to be in the place of Swaxon right now because even if he keeps his yellow jersey, I don't think like it could be not enough to win gold. So he's not only stressed about his gold medal, but he's also stressed about his silver medal. So, but Joe is, I think Joe is in a good position right now. So and Swaxon is feeling the pressure of Joe. So that will count in the climb, I think, and we will see. I think Basso will go crazy again, and it will be a stage win for Basso. This one, they will let him go. He won't get enough gap to actually contend for the GC, but it will be another win for Basso, I think. A free win.
And Frau is the first to strike, and we fully expect him to try another Hail Mary full-up attack in this stage.
Yeah. Expect also a lot of attacks from Joe. Early
Man,
ones, maybe.
I mean, the way that these guys are statted, it's extremely annoying because some of the climbers can't actually even join the break properly because of their low ability to sprint.
Yeah. Also, I expect Miko to play this one safe. To not say another word that's not appropriate for the stream. I think he's just gonna stick in the peloton and not attack.
So you
That's
expect
just
him
my
to rat.
prediction. Yeah, not rat. He will relay. He's not gonna rat, but he will relay, but not attack. That's my prediction. Just
Does he even
I
have
think
current
he will
points
be
for a medal?
I don't know. I don't. I think at this point, like in this stage, people are thinking this is a crazy stage, and you never know. Maybe if people fight and I rat, I just drop everyone by 3 minutes or something. So I think that's the mentality of a lot of people. If we can see behind, I want to see if Miko attacked or no. Yeah, three people. Okay. And which rider did he pick? Did he send his 78? If you can see. Yeah, but it's gonna be interesting. Huh? So, Big Dog muted, so I am the commentator for tonight. So, he's a noob anyways, we don't need him here. So, as we can see right now, we have two people in the front with three riders each, but it's gonna be regroup really fast. Yeah, text from everywhere. Everyone wants to join the front where Swaxon is, and I think Basso is not focused because he got dropped from the escape, and it's gonna be difficult to join it back. Yeah, no, I think he will rage in chat in 5 seconds because he didn't focus enough. And this is an attack from Joe. You see, Basso raged in the chat as expected. And Joe is attacking on the flat, which is crazy. Yeah, race is already crazy.
Test 1 2 3.
Yeah, hello, hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
So, yeah, I
Oh,
will tell you
but
what I will tell you what you missed. Everyone attacked to join the group in front, and then Basso was sleeping and he got dropped from that group, and then he started crying, of course,
naturally.
and now the Colombiano is dropped. Let's see.
I'll tell
Yes,
you what I didn't
Joe
miss though.
attacked.
I did not. I
Joe.
didn't miss you calling me a noob.
Ah, good. I didn't want you to miss that.
All right, so I'm improvising on my phone since my internet router is not wanting to cooperate as we speak. Let's see. I'm gonna guess no leader in the break still. Ibra?
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, yeah, no leader. Just that early attack from Saxon, and all the teams followed. Basso got dropped. I think he has less energy of the three riders that are in the escape because he got dropped by 1 minute and then had to close by sprinting. But yeah, now it's just gonna grow for like 3 4 minutes. It's gonna be interesting, and we have an attack on the leader's part. If you can see
Yep.
behind. Yeah, it's Joe again. Joe is going crazy. He wants to explode this race, but he has to be careful because a guy like Basso, if they just keep like attacking like this, he just can gain 3 minutes back or something. They have to be careful. Joe is risking. He's playing for the gold,
Yeah.
but he's risking his whole podium right now.
I was gonna ask you that. Don't you think? And you already pretty much answered, but it's really too early for Joe to start doing so much.
Yeah, yeah. I totally agree. I think that it's not early too early, it's just too risky. Like I see what he's coming for,
Yeah,
but it's
exactly.
too risky. It's too risky for like he can ruin his whole race right here, right now. I think it's not even the best place to attack, you see? Not even if he has energy and stuff, it's not the best place to attack. Just gonna like someone will attack and then everybody will follow with 92 cursor or something. But now we realize that the gap with the escape is dropping from 3 minutes to 2 minutes. Yeah, so and I think Joe should just wait. for the climb, and Swaxon will feel the pressure anyway, so he can drop him there. But I hope that the attacks that he already done doesn't cost him much. We'll see,
There's
we'll
a
see.
breakaway in the leading group.
Yeah, Basso is. All I can say is that Basso is gonna play the waiting game behind, and that's why he's getting dropped by his three riders in the escape because he's looking too much behind. He's just trying to save as
The
much
entente
energy
in the escape
as
group
he
is
can,
far from cordial.
and he
There
keeps
are a
getting
couple of
dropped.
riders who want to go it alone.
Is that Pitcock
Falling
for Joe
behind. A team leader is
in the
falling
break?
behind.
No, it's Turner and the attack. Okay. So what Joe did is he attacked with Turner to distract the whole lobby to look in front, and then he attacked with Thomas behind, which is really smart.
That's a really great move from Joe.
Yeah, because no one expected that. Like the gap was created because no one expected that. And see here, it's gonna be a gap created again. Someone has closed this, or there is a gap again. Yeah, yeah,
That's
there is a
perfect
gap.
for Joe. Ooh, almost lost
Oh,
turn there, but it was perfect timing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's still good, still good, still good. Still a really, really good move for uh, for Joe. But Swaxon has to not panic because, as I told you, he's not only playing for his gold, he's playing for a medal here, and just trying to kill his riders to reach the front while people are sitting in his wheel is really, really risky. Yeah,
Now,
he's
Joe
he's
has
doing
this
it.
little, these little
That's
bumps on the
really a
road
punchy
before the
attack.
climb to try and make that move survive. Are his
Well,
chances good? He's attacking actually
oh,
as we speak.
well, this is the first and the last time that we see a six-man train from Joe Wheatley.
Six-man train.
Six-man. As you can see, guys, six-man train can win your goals in Champions League.
Six-man trains are the solution for all of life's problems in the right hands, though.
Don't listen to what the big dog said, guys. Don't
Listen
listen
to
to
what
what
the
the big
big dog says. The big dog is a top 10 PCM player of the world in many disciplines.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are
Yes,
very high.
three.
What, sorry?
I said in many disciplines. Three
Yeah,
out of 36.
36 disciplines? No, it's not that
I don't
many.
know how many
It's like,
there is. I don't know.
like 20 or less. Maybe even less, actually, yeah.
It's crazy right now, and everyone is regrouped. Who do you think has the best bar right now? That's my question. I think it's Basso,
I'm
but
gonna say Basso as well, yeah. He's been
yeah,
really patient waiting for his move.
he didn't do shit. That's how
Exactly.
we can describe it. He didn't do shit. He
There's
just
a
put
rider
three
trying
in
to break
front,
away from
two
Another
the
in the
bunch.
movement?
back.
Another movement?
Yeah, I'll be back in just 1 minute. I'll
Alright.
take it from here.
Thank you, Ibra, for joining us, and we'll see you in a bit. As El Colombiano with the six-man
A small group
train.
of riders are trying to get clear of the bunch.
Oh, everything is shattering right now. Everyone making moves, trying to reach the front. Bravo with Basso, with Miko, with Swagson, trying to make that movement work, and El Colombiano
A
is the
rider
main
just
guy
launched an
pacing
attack.
that group right now in E1. Behind are Joe Politely and Swagson, Miko's leader, and I think Bravo's leader. 55 seconds. Uh, in the interest of Joe to see what he can do here right now. Again with the six-man trade, and great stuff from Joe Whiteley. This is the way to play PCM for those who
He
know how
broke
to
from the
use it.
pack like a greyhound.
Attack
Watch out,
from
a
Ben
team leader
Turner,
is
and
falling behind.
Swaxton got one of his riders caught there trying to use him to close. Great job from the Swaxter there, and now Basso immediately responding, doesn't want to lose that action. El Comiano strikes again, six riders, gets the gap, everyone else is back together. Back to you, the biggest of all dogs. Thank you, Big Dog. As we return, yet again, El Colombiano is continuing his six-man train
As
move.
they go over the
40
top, the riders
seconds,
split
still far
aside in
from the
relief
climb
and
though.
hope to recover a bit on the
Let's
way
see how the
down.
chase is executed behind. All right. The booth is having a lot of technical issues today. I am currently talking to you via my phone, so I might not be able to see visual cues at the same time that I look at the race because I don't want to divide the phone screen so I can keep a good eye on the race with a good visual. But I'm trying to resolve the computer issues as we speak as well. El Comiano keeping the 6 riders. And Frabano attacking with 3 riders, 3 helpers. One of them is another 75 mountain guy. I see Consoni there, didn't see who else. And a lot of gaps opening when people try and relay or work or close. Bravo joins the Colombian train. Good spot for him to put some helpers to try his Hail Mary later on when the climbing starts. And let me quickly check Discord to see if I lost any kind of messages. I did not, which is great. So awesome. Going to go back to the race. Gonna go back to the race is better. Um, is that still Miko in E2? I think it is. It is with Petit and someone else. Uh, very tense situation as we speak. There's still 129 kilometers to go. A lot of climbing still to go, and the gaps aren't that big for E1, around 1 minute, give or take. Let's see. It's Swaxon and Joe um, doing the chase. Uh, Not sure why Miko's pacing against his own rider instead of just dropping him, but he finally listened. And Joe now taking the front of the peloton, relaying. He does not want to allow those gaps to, especially to El Colombiano that has his full team there. We know at some point he wants to try something again. 1 minute. Tension continues to build up. Joe Whiteley working with Ben Turner, the mighty Cobbles guy. Miko joining the work with Swagson now, again. And Fravo just catching a free ride from El Colombiano, and obviously has no obligation to work at the front. And I thought there was going to be an increased pace, but it was just positioning from Turner. He's still going to keep pacing, but not too hard. Now let's see if Joe tries something at this point. There's this bump on the road. He's at least trying to close his own working gaps, which is something new in this lobby today. A lot of people have missed to do so. Again, risking a gap there, and now Fravo is the one pacing. Back to E1, man. Back to E1 right now. Yep, it is. And El Colombiano. Oh no, it's still El Colombiano. Fravo is just actually finally closing the gaps. At least something useful there. Let's go to the peloton. Uh, Everything as it was. Now Miko and Swaxon still cooperating well here. I think. Because I can't see the... Okay, yeah, it's still going well. Oh, a lot of steepness to come.
Already at the halfway stage.
Indeed. I didn't see the last two, Emma. Oh, yeah. Interesting things to come. There's not going to be a lot of downhill to properly recover for the most part of what's left of the stage. And these first climbs and how they are managed by the actual players can be decisive for the latter part of the stage. Thanks, Miko Idiot. Moved across on purpose as a swags. Don't remember even when that was. I didn't see it, but possibly not wrong. But Saxon is going to close it, I think. He does not. Bravo on the run. Okay, climbing is about to start. For Calipresta is about to start. 2.2 kilometers. And meanwhile, Miko trying to sustain that gap, and Joe Whiteley is preparing Thomas, I believe. Banned on the run soon by Joe Whiteley, maybe. Alcomiano though for riders. Bravo trying to catch up with his tree. It's still around 1 minute. For Calipresta is underway. 11.4 kilometers at 1.4 kilometers of altitude, 7.6% average. We're underway. I still have no recovery from my internet service that decided to go down right now. So still managing to bring you this transmission via cell phone though. This commentary, I mean, not the transmission. That's on Emil's half. Frabo managing to catch up with El Colombiano, and now Joe keeps hitting three riders, gets the gap from Swagson. It might be closed right away by Swags though. Joe's running low on riders compared to Swagson. Swagson still has one more, and that one might be very important. Oh, I think Joe lost another one though. This is not looking good for Whiteley. Only two now. So what he needs to do right now, there the Carty and the Yates dropped behind. I don't know what happened. What he needs to do now, if he can't recover those riders, is to accelerate as soon as possible to try and make sure that Swaxton loses the helpers. But he's not actually far away, so he might actually close. I don't know what happened to them, if it was a block or if it was a distraction. It's still a pretty... Oh, but Boss was there. So that is going to play in Joe's favor. El Colombiano is down to two. Such is uh, the pace for how long he's been applying that pace as well, and the steepness that we're underway. Higuita now is done. It's Chavez and Egan Bernal. Identify yourself or get shot.
I'm I'm Francisco.
Hey, thank you. I actually need someone here right now to help me out.
Yeah, I heard you were alone, but the match just finished. So
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
a
It's
nice
not just because
situation.
I'm alone. If you have indications, send them to Gracie. I'm currently on my phone, so can only look at one screen at a time because my computer is not currently working because the internet provider service decided to fail. So it's
Lol.
been a yeah, it's been
Well, we have
completely.
Bernal alone,
Bernal is alone.
94 kilometers from the finish, which is always a nice place to be.
Yeah, it's the terrible
And
sign. But wait, drops one, and Joe is almost back with his. It's a tense fight between the Brits here, and now
yeah,
Thomas goes.
I
Tuca's
think
there as well.
Bernal did the whole climb alone just to get past in the final, which 500 meters.
Yep.
Swegson
Go
just
away, bro.
tried to keep
Go
Carr,
away.
and he kept him. But yeah, Basso had riders behind who were trying to gain time in the final part of the climb for Cadipresta. So now let's
I
see, because from now on there won't be any flat. It will all be like up and downs, with strong percentages in some
We
occasions.
have the Coembro standings. Godu is still leading, 48 points now. Tuca from Basel second, 39. Egan Bernal third, 29. Geraint Thomas fourth, 27. Surpasses Coconut, and Chicone is fifth with 25. So the edge that Swaxon had in the KOM is gone. He is now only sixth with Coconut, 24 points.
Yeah, and now KO intermediate sprint, where Thomas goes to gain some seconds
Could be precious
on
seconds.
Zwegson. I think he gained 2 seconds, though, not so much.
Bravo team attack.
Yeah, Frabo team attack, but he's taking with him helpers from
Everyone.
Joe
Yeah.
and Basso.
Basso.
Basso has four riders. Basically, with this, Basso has four riders. Joe has
Oh, Joe's
two.
going to move. I think Joe's going to move.
Yeah, because
See?
Frabo
Yeah,
didn't
because
do the right move,
Swaxon
I
has
believe.
only helper there. And if
Yeah,
Joe
and
could take.
Zwagzon isn't going. Zwagzon, I don't think he's going to force the pace now
Well,
because he has to allow Car to recover the most energy, and then I think he's going to attack on the next climb. Frabo
yes.
lost two riders in at the same moment.
They're over the top
I
and
think the
heading
race
down the other
is
side of the
ahead
fair
now.
lane. They'll be able to get
Yeah,
some strength back.
I don't think someone can come back from behind unless.
And in that regard, it is Swaxon with the
We're starting the
advantage with
last third of the
the
race.
domestique and car.
In the race for medals, I think Miko is in a pretty good spot because he's actually leading both classifications.
Yes, he is. I think so. Oh, wait. Speaking of
And
which,
I think that probably the mountain classification is almost his because I don't think there are many points still to be distributed.
speaking of classification, there's 15 points left for the green jersey, and currently leading it is David Godou from Miko, as we said as
Go him.
well.
Go
And
him.
Coconut for Swaxon is second, 47. Miko has 50. Basso third with 45, and Sverchek. Joe fourth, 41 points. So he's only 6 points behind Coconut with his leader, and
Yeah,
fifth for Joe as well, 35 points with Pitcock.
so actually I think Godou has one KOM. Yeah,
Yes, he has. And if KOM is done, or pretty much, I don't know if there's points at the finish line, but I assume not. So this might mean that unless there's like no points on the line, okay,
This climb
that
features some.
means the KOM standings are closed, and Joe has only a small advantage to Swaxon in that regard. There's 7 points available.
yeah. To
Uh,
be honest, Zwegzon maybe doesn't need to attack here, but I think having this advantage, maybe could just try to use it, but
keeps
I don't know what.
he keeps Carr on the wheel. He's definitely still trying to preserve him for a bit longer. When
Yeah, and
do
he's
you do?
trying to get points because
Oh,
obviously,
but
he's trying to get
Joe is
points.
fighting with him. It's going to be a close one. I think it's going to go for
There's a
Swaxon and
few
then Joe.
riders jockeying for.
And yeah,
Go him.
Joe looked like
Go
a
him.
bit in trouble at the end of the climb.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Whiteley. I think he might have cooked it at the start when he tried flat attacks with his team. And
Yeah,
Guys, guys, I think
those
I'll
points
tell.
for
Wait.
Thomas are going to be very important.
they
I'll
are
tell you what.
the following points are the decision, and Thomas is only 1 point ahead of Coconut in the
Look out!
KOM
He's
standings.
breaking
Yeah,
away.
Ibra?
I'll tell you what's happening. Joe, I think Joe gave up on the GC first place, and he's trying to beat Swaxon with the other classification. That's why you're seeing him attacking and stuff. He
Yeah,
gave
that
up,
might be the
like he
case.
knows Swaxon. Yeah, he knows Swaxon will beat him in GC. He's trying to close that 50-point gap from first to second with stage wins or stuff like this. We will see though.
Swaxon quietly strolling still with Carr on in his wheel. Is he trying to preserve Carr here for the actual finish? That might be the case.
Also, from behind, they will come back at some point. Don't think it's over.
well, yeah.
The riders are going through a
If
very tough
Swagzon
portion
is
with
trying to
percentages
preserve
up by
car, he's
10%.
doing not the right move for the finish because actually people can come back from behind,
Yeah, and
which
that
would mean he would
No,
lose
it
his
will.
advantage.
Yeah, that will give a
they
lot
will
of
always.
archers the opportunity to fight for the stage with him.
No,
Yeah,
I think guys they will like they were gonna come back anyways, like from the first. You guys were too quick when you said they won't come back. There was like
Yeah, probably you're
s-
right.
I don't think I
70
said that.
kilometers left.
Grassy,
No,
did you
I
say it?
said that. I said
Ah,
that.
okay, okay.
I risked my
Uh,
neck on
No, but
this.
it
70
was looking like
kilometers
that,
left.
to be honest. I don't blame you. It was looking like that.
No, I think there was like 70 kilometers left. I think if Rabo doesn't fuck up, he will come back, but he will bring people with him, so we will
The
see.
thing is, I don't
But
know
Joe
how I'm.
really, Joe is trying to get second place in
Attack by
Oh,
IMA.
he's
Geraint
so.
Thomas.
Oh, he misses. He misses.
And so
Then
Theo is ahead of Thomas.
Coconut finishes
Or
fifth in KOM. Yes,
holy
Rossi?
shit. Same points for
Same.
Guggenard and Thomas, but
Oh, Coconut rises to
yeah,
third and Thomas is fourth. So Bernal was passed by them. Same points, but Swaxton takes the third place, I guess.
uh, uh,
And Joe goes.
Things are heating up
Joe
in
is
Joe is
front.
getting
going.
baited by Swaxon. He's gonna die if he keeps doing this.
Yeah.
Or maybe Joe is the smartest guy ever. He knows that energy won't be a problem in this stage. One of the two. We will see.
Emma, please don't type.
Attack by Geraint Thomas.
Or Baso is going to pull off like the most majestic solo win of everything. And he's going to win.
Can we see behind? Like I'm surprised.
Gap is
Frabo didn't
Hey,
increasing.
attack.
someone evaded from
Frabo for
a
sure,
group
because the
behind,
guy
and I
It's
waited.
believe
So
it's
Bravo, yeah.
Frabo.
yeah,
It's Bravo.
now it makes sense, bro. It didn't make sense why he waited so much, but now
Yeah, it maybe was waiting for the easier part of the race, but actually it didn't. It
Oh,
wasn't.
Swaxton attacking. Swaxton is attacking,
Yeah,
guys.
but now we can make the difference on this part of the race.
this is really, really,
Emma
really, really
Swaxton.
bad. This is really bad for Joe, guys. I tell
Yeah.
you,
Oh, but
I'm talking really bad for even a medal.
yeah.
You
He
believe
might die
that?
completely. Yeah, he has to like they have to catch up and stop. Like he has to pray that they stop completely right now. See, right?
Now, if
Like
I am Frabo,
he needs a teammate right now. So like
yeah,
right
but
now.
he hasn't the
But
time because
Basso
I
won't
believe
stop.
Baso is going
He's
to
gonna have
attack
Basso
them.
right
won't
now.
He's
stop.
gonna have
Yeah,
them. He's gonna have them.
yeah. He got two back. Joe got two back.
Yeah, but now Baso is going 99%, I
Yeah,
believe.
Oh,
yeah.
and Miko.
And he should. He should actually because he
Now I
has the.
told you. What did I predict? I predicted a win from Basso. So it's gonna happen, but
Yeah,
not
this is.
enough gap to win.
Well, if Baso is going to win this one, he
This
risks
climb
to
features some dreadful
recover
percentages.
By the way,
points.
Joe is still in a bad position, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Basso
Accelerated
strikes
rider
actually,
is
but
leading
Baso
the
goes,
breakaway.
Baso goes.
Can we keep an eye on Joe? It's really
yeah,
important right now. Yeah.
And Baso
he's
couldn't
following
make
Swaxton.
the difference here.
Guys, this is a short climb and it's mostly done. So Joe will live to fight another day, but Thomas is not
He's
in good shape at all.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but
So
now we have short climbs.
I'll tell you how it's gonna be played. So Joe will get full bar right now, but he has less yellow than everyone. I tell you. But if they attack early on that climb, you see that climb that's coming. If
Yeah,
they attack early, he might be in trouble. Like it's short, but
serious,
I think
serious
people
trouble.
will die. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because a
So
lot of them already have their bars
I
in
think
a lot of the
to
depletion.
yeah.
yeah, but
Oh,
I think to make Joe really suffer, they have to go full fire on every one of the last three climbs because otherwise it's difficult to drop him,
but guys,
even if he has less yellow than anyone.
Oh,
so
Basso again.
guys, last prediction, guys, for the final podium. I want to see predictions for
Breakaway.
like for the
Yeah,
medals.
I
Yeah,
Swexon is
believe
going to.
that the
I
Brits are going to do the 1-2. Swexon seems to be in a better position, and I guess Basso might actually get third. But
yes.
with
Mm,
everything,
If Basso keeps attacking in
like
downhill, he
second.
won't get anything.
Yeah, at
He
some
has
point he
to.
will go. I tell you, at some point he will go.
No, it's
They
Frabo that
won't.
goes with Chicone.
No, no, the Basso will follow this,
No, he
100%.
won't.
Yeah, yeah, he will.
Yeah, but
It's
now he
actually
has to.
He's
Nico.
letting Miku do. Yeah, he's relaying. Like Basso is relaying right now. He will go. He will go. Basso won't wait. He's thinking
No,
this is his
Basso
opportunity.
should attack, not
Yeah,
spacing,
he
because
will. He
he
will. He will.
loses
He's waiting
advantage.
for high percentage. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, but it doesn't
It's
look
coming.
like
It's coming
pacing.
on the turn. On the turn. This turn, I think.
Let's see, maybe.
His guy dies and he goes. I think
And Joe can benefit by this pace though, because
It's
this
not
is.
happening though.
this is good
Joe is
for Joe. What's happening? This space is not high enough to drop Joe. And Basso is trying
Acceleration
to
by
keep the
Ciccone.
third rider. Like he has
But
no
it's
red, but
useless. It's
yeah,
useless.
I don't know if it's the good call for Basso,
I
but
think
he's
Basso might have flopped here with that decision.
Yeah,
yeah,
Basso
or
may
maybe
become may stay alone. Probably he's
I think
just going for the stage win. I think at
Ke-
this
who's
point,
the guy? I want to see who's the guy wearing the green jersey. Like, a guy from
it's
Basso, but
It's
he's
The first,
Vercek.
the
Yeah,
it's first
puncher.
check,
from
the
Yeah,
Basso.
puncher, yeah.
the puncher. So maybe he's playing for the win of the stage with the puncher. I don't know the
Yeah,
finish, but it could be a finish for the puncher.
It is.
yeah. But let's see now because yeah, narrow roads.
This is yeah, this is good for Basso. He's gonna attack at some point. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
coming.
I
Yeah, yeah.
believe,
This time it's going.
but he
It's
can't make the
Bernal and
difference
Ciccone
now.
trying to get that guy, but now Ciccone is attacking a bit harder,
Acceleration by
This
pissing a
is
bit
stupid.
Ciccone.
harder. Does
Stupid
the
from
attack.
Godu. Stupid. Very stupid from Godu.
Oh, Thomas struggling.
Joe, the back
Oh
position.
shit. No, no, he's good in energy. I think he just wanted to close it with 92 Kershaw or something.
He has no puncher
Like
though, so he's not the favorite for the stage. That's for sure.
yeah. Guys, I think the GG is
Frabber
gonna be
is.
played here. Not even joking. Like if Joe wins and Swaxon is third or fourth, maybe that's it.
Let's see, because Basso is risking
Oh,
to lose
Chicone is
his
good.
podium spot.
Yeah, I think Chicone won. I don't think
Final
if he has,
kilometers.
even if they have red, I think. Oh, puncher from Basso. Okay, okay.
Joe actually trying to get to the front now. Let's see if he has the energy to try something
Okay,
for the
one
stage.
two from 1-2 from Basso.
Could be.
He's saying, "Oh,
Could be.
Could be.
Where is Swaxon, guys? Can I see Swaxon? He's behind.
She's right
Yeah.
behind Joe. Where he
Attack.
needs to be, the sprint comes from Basso trying to 1-2 and he's gonna get it. I think he's
One
gonna
yeah,
get
two.
it
one to Basso."
clean. And Swaxon is, I think Swaxon is the gold medalist and the winner.
Yeah. And Basso
I
is
think Basso is
bronze.
going to get the bronze, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he's winning the green jersey classification, probably.
He is. Most likely, yes. I think he already had it, so yeah, he's winning it for sure.
Yeah, I'm not wrong. Joe scored enough to keep a lead over Basso, right?
Yeah,
He
no,
did
no,
score
Joe's
good points.
good.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Because like here, Basso scored 25 and 15, right? Like first and second. Or no? Am I
Yeah.
wrong?
No,
No,
I
no, yeah,
think you're
but Joe
right.
has GC
40 points. Yeah.
40. What's the difference?
40.
30. Yeah, but Joe had more points. Basso had. Actually, no, Basso had the same points as Joe.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
complicated.
No, maybe
If if Basso
it's
has
Basso second.
I think
yeah
so.
yeah if Basso, I'll tell you, if Basso had the same points exactly as Joe
Same
at the
60, yeah.
start, so, yeah, exactly 60. So the
Consider
GC,
that
like
Joe
they
gets
have 30 in GC,
30
they
points
have
more.
30 in GC gap, 40 in the race, but wait, Geraint Thomas eat 4, so he scores how much? 5? 35. So Basso is in front by 5 points.
And Basso ends up ahead of Joe in the KOM, second place for Basso, fourth for Joe, and in points, last I checked, was
Yeah, first Basso, second Joe. So I believe I believe Basso may actually be ahead of Joe.
Wait. Guys, you told me same points for Joe and
that's what I had here from EMEA.
Yeah, they have same points in KOM, but the
oh no, I'm
tiebreaker
talking
is
about same points
Same
from
stage
stage.
points, yes, yes, they had.
Yeah.
okay.
Wait, let's see the final classification from Emmy.
I think it's close. I think it's very
Yeah,
close.
because I calculated another thing. I thought they had exactly the same points.
For stages, they did.
Okay,
Wait, Basso
adding the
is
KOM, yeah, the situation was. But
Think Joe,
now Bazo has more points than
yeah,
Joe, I
also think
think,
silver.
because S4 has been factored in, I believe.
yeah, I think Basso is a silver.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
probably, yeah. Which will be a great remontada by Bazo, though.
540 and then yeah, I think 100% Basso in front.
We wait for the official classification, guys, and in the meantime, we're gonna conduct some them interviews if people are. Thank you, Emma. Waiting to see who joins. Swaxton is the first to join the interviews channel. However, I would like to have a confirmed GC for the specific points to be able to.
Oh,
Yeah,
we have
clear.
final classifications.
Wait,
And
wait.
it's been really close one, even for the win.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Phew,
So
that was
Zwegson
close.
wins the tournament with 201 points. Baso is second with 195 points. So he loses by 6 points. Jesus, this was very close. Very
Yeah.
much close than I
I'll tell
expected.
you something. It was very close and not very close. The only thing that let Basso be this close is that Joe and Swaxon were fighting. That's what I think. But
Yeah. Yeah, I think
that,
so. I think so.
yeah.
You're
Anyway,
right.
like well, like Francesco was saying, Swaxon 201 is the champion today. Basso yet again hits another wall so close. He almost did the perfect Montada and second 195. Joe Whiteley gets the bronze 170 points. Daniel Miko Fort 135. Frabo and El Colombiano, sorry, fifth and sixth respectively, with 52 points both in the mud. Let's see who we have here. I actually don't want to start with Swax because he's the winner. Want to hear him a
Yeah, I
little bit
should
later.
start with me.
You did not even race. Joe Whiteley, welcome. Joe Whiteley.
Yo.
Frabo will be last because GC for El Colombiano is better than his.
Frabo in the
So
mud.
Frabo from first place last year to last place in final this year.
Frabo not only loses the title, but is in the mud in
Loses
sixth.
his dignity also.
Yes, thank you. That was exactly the expression that I needed and could not come up with. Joe Whiteley, welcome.
Yo, yo.
Joe, that was uh, that was sports entertaining. I have to admit, we were entertained by the race the whole evening. Always stuff happening. Not all of them pretty or beautiful, obviously, but that was some entertaining shit. And yet another race in which you had to suffer. You still got bronze medal. You went from fighting for the gold in the final stage, ending up bronze. But it was a great effort from you. How do you feel for yet another so complicated race and another miss when it comes to gold?
I can't say anything really because the person who got gold deserved gold, and
Fight like a monster.
the
Would you
two
agree?
people who deserved the podium got a podium, and the other three people were there to make up the numbers. So it's fair enough.
Would you agree that Swaxer not only played it brilliant at some points, but then on that final stage was cool-headed enough to defend what he needed to?
I think to be fair, he had it in the bag. That stage it was difficult in sections, but pretty much after that Cat One climb, he had the numbers, and feel like the if you're a good enough player, which obviously Swagson is, you don't really have to do too much strategy or tactical kind of like differences to actually follow people or whatever. I mean, he did what he needed to do, and that was brilliantly executed by him.
Uh,
I have a question for
yes,
Joe
yes.
also, if I can. Yeah. So
Go, go, go.
Joe, if you had to replay the last stage, would you replay like you did or not?
I don't know. I mean, I wasn't really in a good position going into the last stage. Yes, I was clearly second in GC, but I didn't really do the intermediate sprint and KOMs enough, and that's mainly because we had three people in the lobby who literally played like headless chickens, going for KOMs, thinking it's fucking inline. So
Taking
I'm not
what? Sorry.
thinking it's inline. So I'm not too I'm not too bothered um, about the situation in stage five because I don't think really I could have done much more. I think really the only
Yeah.
difference was maybe I could have done a bit better in the final sprint to maybe get higher up in the green jersey, but I really don't think it would have made a difference to the standings. So
Yeah.
Talk to us
What
actually.
I
Yes,
was
Saber,
gonna
sorry.
say, what I noticed is that that's the problem. I think you did too much to go for the gold. Like you did too much. Like there's the times where you died at the top of a climb. You sprinted for everything. Like I was scared that you're gonna get dropped at some point. So I thought that you played too much to get the gold that you almost not almost that you lost the silver. See what I mean?
yeah, but like I said it in the chat, silver and bronze, I don't really care. As long as
Yeah.
I get
Yeah.
a medal, I don't think I really care between bronze and silver, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
quite happy to see Basso getting second because he deserved the medal, and Swagson to get
Yeah.
gold because he deserved gold. Everybody else should play a different sport, and that's in line. Because that's literally
Okay.
what they were doing. And to be fair, at times I was confused what was even going on at times. Like in the first three stages, well, not including the prologue, but the first three stages, people were playing as if like they had 85s in every single stat. Like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, but that's what happens when you have non-final worthy people playing in the final. They play the same. They don't adapt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I have to
Uh,
say that at some point, well, not at some point, a lot of times for the entire night, even that sort of gameplay that you mentioned was evident. We even talked about it at the stream at several points. Uh, my question to you is, uh, with finals like this, with that those excessive paces, all of that gameplay that is dumb as shit, what can the good players do to try and preserve not just their positions, but their mental sanity?
They're forced to just play as insane. The game doesn't work in a way where if you're a better player and you play in your better way, you win. The game doesn't work like that. If the majority of people are playing in a certain way, you have to copy them, otherwise you get punished. No matter how good you play a stage, if you're playing it different to everybody else, you're gonna get punished because if the majority do something which three people were playing like headless chickens, if you don't play like a headless chicken, you're gonna lose out. So it's just how it works, unfortunately. But yeah,
All right. Actually,
we
we do
move
have.
on to the winner of tonight,
No,
Frabo.
no, no. We do not.
Okay,
We
No,
do
okay.
not.
I'm so sad, but
Sorry.
what Joe said is true. I'm so
Stop!
sad, but
Stop!
what Joe
Stop!
said is true.
Order!
I,
Thank you.
Dark
Um,
room.
we're gonna start with Basso. Basso, welcome. Basso,
He's
he was here.
unmuting his mic.
Ah, okay.
So, how are you doing,
Uh,
guys?
Basso.
Now. Is it
Yeah,
better?
yeah,
Okay, we can hear you
Okay,
now.
great.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect.
Basso, at points you were playing, according to Joe, and probably right. You, him, Swaxon playing against headless chickens. Things started awful for you. They didn't get any better, but in the end, you did everything in your power, and you almost managed to steal it away from Swaxon. That was an incredible ending for you. Great performance. You deserve that medal. Whether it would be silver or bronze, it was great play from you. How did it feel to play against headless chickens, two other great players as you are as well, and still get the satisfaction of at least getting into the medals?
Well, I mean, in the end, it could have been way worse. I I was thinking about rage quitting it after stage 1 and 2 respectively. So a silver medal is better than a warning, and minus 50 points in GC. So
Only,
I
only.
mean, one could argue that it's a bit preferable. Yeah.
I could.
IPL Indy. You think?
So in the in the end, I'm pretty satisfied. Just a bit sad that I didn't have a bit more luck, but I think that was probably pushing it, considering I was third in GC. So I mean, Swaxon deserve the gold. That's for sure. Especially after classics, in which he also did. But we all know how it unfolded, so no need to comment on that. Uh, so yeah,
Actually, if you want, actually, because we're here to. I'm here personally as a good professional to all. Sorry, okay, Chris, can you hear me?
uh, yeah, I can hear you. Why?
Wait, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm doing a transition here.
Okay.
Thing one, two.
Okay, better now.
Okay, I'm back to the computer. I was gonna say no. Please comment on that if you want for a quick moment, because we're also here to ask the hard question.
Oh well, what was the question exactly? I don't
You
remember.
said after what happened in classics, and I'm not gonna comment. So comment.
Yeah. So, I mean, the comment regarding the rest of the lobby being headless chicken. I mean, I won't state my opinion on that. My blah. What I
Your
will
opinion
say
on?
is that in classics the statement was even more true than it was today, I think. So I'm happy that my least, let's say, the two least preferred disciplines out of the three are out now, and I mean everything is open for the inline for before inline for the road GC, and well, considering Leo's not here, it's kind of a consolation prize, but also the overall Champions League GC. So
All
I'm
right.
kind of looking forward to tomorrow.
That
And
was that
Oh,
it
bro.
will be your final chance to win a gold medal. Are you confident?
I mean, there's still sprint in track.
Oh, right.
I mean,
I
I mean,
forgot
I'm
about it.
fairly random at that, so I
But
might
it
get a
wrote.
medal or I might end 12th. So,
Bro.
anyway.
You've had
Uh,
your turn. It's my turn
wait,
tomorrow.
wait, wait. I have a question for final question for Basso, and then you can
Okay,
ask
okay.
Ibra. Uh, this one is from Emea. Do you feel relieved you weren't the host in stage one this time? So you can do Alt F4.
To
And
be
there,
fair,
that's in the
I'm
I
past.
would
sorry.
have done that.
I'm just asking what's being asked
Bro, I was
here from
drinking
him.
water. I was
Now
drinking
I would
water.
have done that 100%. So,
um,
but yeah,
Basso.
I thanks to some motivation, Thanks. Sorry, I was sick
Some motivation,
yesterday
you were saying?
and still am today, but I gathered enough energy to play. I drank like 500 milliliters of Coca-Cola. That's the Czechoslovak equivalent of Coca-Cola. So
Cocaine, yeah.
before today, to even have enough energy to play. But I don't have a fever anymore, so I should be ready for tomorrow.
All right, Ibra, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I said he had enough medals. It's my turn tomorrow, so just guys chill and let me win.
Oh, Ibra's competing tomorrow. I will call him noobs during the stream so many times. This is gonna be lovely.
Yeah, noobs are the ones who reach final, and the goats are the one who just commentate because they're
Uh,
not qualified
Obviously,
for it.
they're so good that they actually need to be telling people what they're watching.
Tiger.
All right, Basel, thank you so much
Also,
for
but
being here.
before you
Yes,
cancel me,
yeah,
no. I mean, I would have quit had it not been for a certain person motivating me in DMs. So, with this, I would like to call you out, Gracie, and thank you for telling me to persevere. And
and it was great
I'm grateful.
perseverance from you there, actually. So, Grassi, thank you so much as well as it kept the final at a higher level than it would have been otherwise.
Okay, so I think I'll be leaving now because I just want to go to sleep and be prepared for tomorrow to
All right.
strike for a potential gold medal, maybe.
Best of luck
I don't
for
know.
tomorrow, and I'm gonna cancel you right now. But thank you so much for coming, Muscle.
No problem. See ya. Good night.
Good night. I'm gonna leave
Also,
the best.
GG's to Swaxon if I hadn't said it already, and Joe, of course.
Thank you, Basso. And before we hear the champion of the world of the day, so to speak, we're gonna listen to Il Grandissimo Frabo. Frabo, welcome.
I
More calm.
yeah, honestly,
Then
it's
talk
just
to us
saying,
about. You were gonna say something about Joe's comments of headless chicken and all of that.
okay, one Miko improved. This is honestly Miko improved. Okay, we can. Yeah, I said it a lot of months ago. Nobody, all paying. No, no. In Champions League and World Cup, he will be out. First, I said this prediction. I was right. Then, what can I say? I think that the game the meta of the game changed too much and punishes some game of styles
Cheers.
that honestly in a normal game should be good because now also maybe staying in the big group is always the best option. And honestly, I don't understand what is the meta because you can attack and you recover always. And there is a slipstream, incredible slipstream, and I don't know what to say because I think the game. I don't understand why China should that when they understood that the game was good. So last year, they only should do a thing: turning off punches, then copy and paste like they do in FIFA. No, they should change something to make the game shit. And a lot of people that miss great players and great humans, except a Spanish guy that I don't want to name.
Is it Miru?
I don't want to create polemics, but
But I do personally. So then, later on, tell me so I can talk shit about him without associating your name with him.
what I can say, but I mean, people are doing their own choices. Maybe they think they have done the best choices leaving PCM for a while, maybe definitely. I have to admit that I'm addicted of this game. So even if I want to go out and maybe doing other challenges in my life, being the best player in the world is stronger is my dream, and I can't leave this game even if I'm getting yeah older, and I
Well,
don't
if you
have
win a
enough
gold
time
medal,
trying
if you win a
everything.
Bro,
gold medal, yes, Igor?
okay, you quit like 5 times the game. What are
No,
you
two
talking
times.
about?
Yeah,
No, once.
Okay.
that's why he knows he
Yeah,
can't quit because he always came back. Frabo. If you
yeah,
become a world
I'm
champion,
addicted. This is the problem. So it's
if
just saying that
but
I
if you
can.
win, but if you win that gold at the world championship, will you do the ASG, run for your life, end up back here, or would you keep playing normal?
Oh, I don't think I am able to win a gold medal because there are people stronger than me,
But
and I
but
don't understand the game.
bro,
Honestly, I didn't try stages tonight and the other days because I'm not motivated as the previous
I'm gonna
years.
tell you, Frabo, when you say that Miko improved, you're assuming that he was that bad to be. Well, he was terrible at the start, but we were all. He was just worse. I don't think he improved as much as you say. I think he understood what he needed to do to exploit how the game works. Exploit legally, not in a bad way. To exploit how the game works, he had the understanding of how these stages would be as he either picked them or knew them ahead, had the time to test them. It is not a knock on him. He has been doing some solid results, that's true. But I think that in an environment that will uh, reward a bit more of skill, maybe things could be different.
I think he also made the parkour at the Persona for him.
Sorry, didn't hear that?
He did the parkour at the Personam,
Yeah,
personalized for him.
yeah, I know, I know.
And
Uh, that helps a lot, yeah.
and what can I say? I think he's destroying the whole multi because he tries. Because I don't understand what he wants to do. If he wants to improve the game, he wants to make the game alive, but he does it for the community or for himself. I think most probably for himself.
I think we already know the answer to that question, obviously, as you already answered it as well. I don't want to dwell into that personally. I don't think there will be other places and other times better suited for that. But Bravo, tomorrow you will not be on in line. I think this was your final race at the Champions League. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you hope for in the World Championships?
If the game, I don't. I hope that the game will be different, but I think it's impossible. I hope. I don't know. I hope that I will do good in APL and maybe in World Cup. We'll see if I have time to try practice. Because if you don't practice the stages, I will do like in CL, being out in mass sprint.
All right, Bravo. Thank you so much for being here, and best of luck for you in the upcoming World Championships and the remaining of the greatest tournament in the world, IPL.
Okay.
Yeah.
agreed.
Uh, yes, Eva, didn't hear that.
I said agreed, agreed. EPL
All
is
right.
the best tournament. Yeah.
Thank you. Joe, before I go to Swaxon, one quick question, one short answer because Emma asked me and I just saw it now. What category of player would you insert Ibra in? Headless chicken? Something more? Tell us.
Watch out. What?
Let me just get the pinned message where I actually have all the categories.
Okay,
I
thank
think
you.
he's probably in
Your answer will decide if I quit or not, PCM UK.
no, I think he's a Cat 6 player where that's basically a case of majority of the time he knows what he's doing, and majority of the time he's a very good player.
And
But I wouldn't put him in
8
like the
of that
top
time, he's fuming like the big dog, which damages a bit of his results lately.
Which
category 6 is kind of like you know what you're doing, you play. So I
Wait,
it's kind of like the second tier.
is first category
I'll
the
take
highest
that.
in this scenario?
Well, the categories aren't based on rank; it's just based on description. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Category 1 doesn't necessarily mean you are the best player, although in this case, Cat 1 would suggest yes, you are the best
yeah.
player.
6 is a
Uh,
good one.
what
So
am I?
let's
Category
close.
205?
Yeah.
Cat 6 is essentially the second tier. Well, second slash third tier, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What
I'll take that. Close the
what
stream
am I
before
in
PCM
this?
I,
sends me.
Category
I,
205?
I'll post the categories in commentators.
Alright, Joe, thank you so much for being here as
There
well.
you go.
It's time for the champion of the evening, Swagson. Welcome. Congratulations,
I'm
man.
somewhat good. Fuck you.
Silence.
Anyway,
Saxon, where were you?
yeah, I'm here.
Are you hearing me? Congratulations. That was a extremely hard fought final. Talk us through that race and all the choices you had to do at some point and how you controlled the situation. Close. It was close, yes, but you seem to always be cold headed and knowing what to do in that final stage. Talk us through that.
Yeah, that last stage was. Everyone was talking about how it was going to be a really tough one to control, and I went into it actually thinking, I think people might be overstating it. If you get it, if it plays into the right hands, and my strategy basically allowed me to put it into my control. So while people were getting their riders back late on, I was able to save the car until like 10k to go or something. My 79 Mountain just basically survived most of it, which is what I needed. It was a bit boring, a bit shite, but that I just felt was the best way to go about it. It wasn't going to be a case of attacking because I knew with yellow on my shoulders, there's no way I would be allowed unless people really stupid, which was plausible, in this lobby. But yeah, no, it was a case of just controlling that. And by the time they came back, it was really too late to get the attacks going.
Um, Hold on, I'm getting some information here. Swaxon, I think it was in the last stage, if my memory serves me. I think it was Car that was with co- Coconut, right?
Yeah, Carl was
Uh,
there. Yeah.
Talk us through that because I saw that at certain points you seemed to be trying to save him as long as possible, but he wasn't there to fight for the stage. What was the goal there? Try to take him to the stage or try to squeeze some more helping out of him?
Get more help out of him. Make sure that I was the one in control. Really, that I had actual control. If I lost him, I suddenly lost all control of the race. I did. So actually, it was essential that he was there for as long as he can be, and that basically allowed the victory. I could have lost him, I think, in hindsight, about one climb earlier on that really on the third to last climb, the steep, the a medium-ish climb, I would say. But yeah, it was about 16k to go, roughly 15k. I could have lost him there, but he survived for the penultimate climb, which was absolutely vital. I just had to get him to a point where he could control it. I could be in complete control and not allow it. Well, if I allowed gap, it would have to be small, but or it would be too late. The fact that he was there that long basically meant I had full control.
That fourth stage, the one earlier, the one before that, uh, what an intense fight between you and Joe there. Joe trying to get as much time as he could and as he needed to, and you waited it out. You were patient because you knew in the hardest part you could control that gap. Were you confident, nervous? How were your bars going into that steeper section?
I'll be honest. I thought I was fucked. Actually, I actually thought I was losing GC. Like in my mind, I thought, yeah, I'll finish here. I don't know what happened in front, because the gap closed a bit. It did on the last climb on the Fedaya.
I think you benefited a bit as well from the fact that the guys ahead, Joe, Colombiano, I don't remember if it was Nico.
Miko,
Uh,
probably.
Mika and Colombia, I pretty much didn't do.
yeah, there were at times they just tried to actually try and get a gap from Joe without actually working, which would have been a wiser move, which meant Basso got the stage and you actually recovered time.
Yeah, I think attacking on Fedaya is not the right way to go about it. because
Take your own
of
time.
that steep section.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. It is. Any gap you get, you'll just either you'll get caught or yeah, it's or even if you don't get caught immediately, you're going to lose bars because it actually behind me and Fabu had just got our 79s back. Not through choice, I would say. Generally, I was actually not even thinking about it.
But it
but
happened.
but all of it. But I think, I suddenly stuck. I think for was like pacing or something, and I was like, hang on, he told me to pace with the 79 Mountain. I thought, hang on a second, this I may as well pace with him because we've got nothing to lose. I think Fabu was more waiting on the 79s than I was. I was
He was
definitely
actually, yes, he
yeah.
was. He was
He was
actually paying attention to it.
he was absolutely paying attention. I was not. It was only when he pointed out to me, I thought, actually, and actually, it came right in handy. It did because that basically lasted until the steep part, and that I think helped a small amount. Not sure how much it had, but it was just a little bit. It was.
And tomorrow, with inline, there's still a chance that a PCM UK member, namely specifically Joe, can actually win road overall if he triumphs over Miko and Basso tomorrow. So listen, as an expert of these moves yourself, of these big moments, between the guys playing tomorrow, specifically these three, who do you think has the advantage to try and get not just the gold, but the actual Road GC? Nico, Joe, and Basso.
I would say Joe. I'd say Joe, and then Basso has a good chance as well. And I think Miko probably put third favourite, but with this, looking at the parcours, it's. I mean, I don't want to say anything about it. I've just seen it now. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, I even forgot to ask the most important question with all of the actual important facts that we wanted to also discuss. Sorry, Swaxon. How does it feel to play against headless chickens? And I quote here.
At times it was playing. It really did felt like. I know stage two I probably played a bit like a headless. Well, the first proper stage was a bit of
Yes.
a headless chicken, but I was able to get away with it. But yeah, I don't know what was going on just in general. I think people were having different objectives. I think the for die stage I probably had KOM and GC in mind. I've probably tried to be a bit greedy, so I think, but when I probably shouldn't have been, I think stage four would have allowed it a lot more. Although there again, the big climb, I had a different strat going out. I think always when I was doing it though, I thought, can I just save that one rider and know and make sure it comes in handy. I think the first proper stage was the most headless chicken of the stages, I have to say as well. It was probably one of the worst stages you can imagine. I know I got a gap and won that stage, but I mean, I think of more because I was going so aggressive. It was. I'm being a bit of a headless chicken on there, can't lie.
As I check my history book here, I see that this is your wait, where was it? This is your first gold medal in the Champions League. By the way, you had a gold medal in. You had, sorry, I'm having some noises here, some echo. You are the defending inline world champion, if I recall correctly. You also won the overall for road at some point. But this is your first gold in Champions League and on tour in a major competition. So how does that feel? Are you happy?
I mean, it's finally put that to bed. It has known that I've got that. I think it felt like it was always destined to be score as well with how close I've been on a couple of occasions. So the fact I was able to get somewhere somewhere here was very good to see as well. But actually see it out for once, rather than lose it on the last stage.
Always be the bridesmaid and never the bride, but this time you were the actual bride, yeah?
Yeah, for once it actually happened.
Swaxon, quick thoughts on your objectives for the World Cup, and are you confident?
Um, I would like to think in this state it will go well. It'll go well, but we'll have to wait and see on that because I think we get well. We'll just have to see. I mean, the parkour will probably be better. Don't tell anyone I mentioned that.
I mean, I certainly hope so. It's not like I'm Orga or you, but I certainly
Oh
hope you
yeah,
are
no,
right.
no, it's not. It's not like we're. It's not like
Yeah,
we're,
no, 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 not at all.
we're in charge. But no, I'm
Absolutely.
hoping. I'm hoping it'll be good because I feel like I am. I know the game's been a bit dead this year. Can't lie. The game is not in a good. It's not healthy. I think the gameplay's been a bit bad overall. But I do feel like the vibe that I had from last year was that it was a struggle to get through, and this year I feel a lot more comfortable. I feel like I'm backing. I do. So I'm hoping that I can have a somewhat good World Cup, but we'll have to see where it leads to.
All right, and as you continue to rack up golds and wins, the biggest of all dogs continues to live vicariously through your achievements. Any words for him?
I'm being carried.
Sorry, I didn't hear that actually.
I'm being carried. I am. It's always been a carry.
uh, so excellent. Thank you so much for being here. Our time is up, but best of luck for what's coming in the World Championships as both orga and player. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we are about to close this stream, but we have a quick update to do about the Champions League Road classification, and then we'll do the podium. Before we go into the podium, uh, podium first. Okay, we're gonna go to the podium now. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the actual anthem we always want to hear at these major competitions. It is the UK's national anthem to honor the champion of the world, quote unquote, today, the Champions League gold medalist, the great
Wait. I've got an ad. Stop. I've got an ad. Let me listen. I've got an ad.
Wait, stop. He has an ad. Don't go for it, Emil. Do
I've
not
got
cancel.
15 seconds for an ad. I actually want to
Cancel.
listen to
What is the ad even?
Cancel.
It's actually
Bro.
the Liverpool Pixel 8 ad.
Yes, yes. Come on, come on. I
Tell
don't
us
even
when
like
it's
that.
tell us when
Yeah,
it's over, Joe.
we're good.
So let's talk about the end.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please rise to honor our champion, the gold medalist of Tour, Swaxton, the Swagster. God save the king. Congratulations to gold medalist and to tonight's champion, sorry, Swaxton. The silver medal, congratulations as well as it went to Basso. Congratulations to Joe as well, bronze medalist. These are the three medalists of the evening. Champion is the champion. Swaxton is the champion of the evening. And now in your screen are the current standings for road. Overall, we have Daniel Nico leading with 740 points. Joe Whiteley second, 712. Basso third, 685. Swaxton fourth, 530. Leo Falandri fifth, and already closed as he is no longer in the Champions League.
fifth 410, and then 400 Ibra sixth, A gap 382. He will be tomorrow night playing. He's seventh with 382, 320. Barna in eighth place, ninth Ben Young 250. I think it's 250. Let me check. I'm having some image issues here. There we go. It's 220, 290 for Benyong in ninth, El Comiano 283 and 10th. They closed the top 10. Quick shout out to the biggest of all dogs in Mighty 22nd with 83 points. And Evalios closing it 28th with 5 points. So the scenario for tomorrow is the last road final, the inline one, the most prestigious event, ends tomorrow, and we want to see some blood, some carnage, some competitive racing. Now, for the overall World GC, the scenario is as follows. As you saw, Miko, Joe very close, Basso also having great chances here, and the scenarios are, like I said, Miko, Joe, Basso are in contention. If one of them wins, he wins overall, period. So that's the most direct way in which they can take it. If none of them wins and one gets second, whoever gets second also wins overall, as long as none of the other two gets the win. If none of them wins or gets second, Joe or Miko wins it by taking third. Basso would need Joe and Miko to be fifth and sixth respectively. Also in reverse order actually works. So with Miko being sixth and with Miko being fifth and Joe sixth, he would actually need that to win in that position. If none of them gets a medal tomorrow, Joe and Miko wins, or Miko wins just by being fourth. Each any of them, Basso wins if he gets fourth only if Joe fifth and Miko sixth, respectively, by this specific order. Miko can win with a fifth place if Basso gets fourth and Joe is in the mud at sixth place. So these are all the possible scenarios for the inline uh, outcome of the Road GC. There will also obviously be the very prestigious medals at stake, but the easiest way for one of them to get it is to win gold medal, period. However, there are plenty of scenarios in when Miko can actually win at fifth place, for example, if Basso is fourth and Joe sixth. There's a lot of things, as I mentioned. All of them will be in play tomorrow. Join us tomorrow because tomorrow is the day that not only the super prestigious inline has its final, but also the day where Road GC is closed. And we want to see who makes history. We want to see who gets that additional Road GC gold, silver, and bronze. And we want to see Carnage, hopefully. Um, Yes, unfortunately, not the last day of Champions League. Reminds me of EMEA, which is atrocious, I still think, because the last stream of the Champions League should be inline final. But no, we will have to come back to do probably a 10 to 15 minute stream, uh, doing a podium ceremony for sprint, which yeah, we will be live on Friday to try and commentate on some of the sprint streams if they exist, but we won't have them all. We probably won't even have the final ones unless some of the players that usually stream reach there. It's messy, it's not good, and I can promise you this will not happen for the World Championship. Inline will close the World Championships as it should, and it will be on stream unless I'm dead and on the fucking ground. So we move. And we move to say that Friday we will be live late anyway for semifinal sprint, not earlier. Tomorrow, so we will be around 9:30 BST, 22:30 CET, and tomorrow we will be live at 19:45 BST and 20:45 CET for the inline final. Join us then. Um, Tonight was Swaxton's night. He is the Champions League gold medalist. Second was Basso silver, and third Joe bronze. Tomorrow, however, the story will be another one because we will have Daniel Miko, Joe Whiteley, Basso, Ibra. Sorry, I kind of missed the window here where I was checking the participants. Here it is. It will be Basso, Joe Whiteley, Miko, Ibra, Mendes, and Agap coming from elimination to be the first reservist replacing Leo Falandri. Ladies and gentlemen,
these were the champions. Tonight's champion was Swaxon, and this was the Champions League. Have a good night to all. God save the King.